All right, let's go ahead and party. Whoa. Wait, do I go? Yeah, we'll go one more Zoom level. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? I don't know. I realize I zoom in a lot when I paint, so I should probably like. It's fun. It's fun to have the camera tied back a little bit to me. You can see my waist and my long hair. My hair really is long. Holy shit. I'm dancing. All right, let me say hello to everybody. Let me say hello to all you nice nerds. Hello, Sapphire Rats. Congratulations on your first. Hello, the real evil Steve. Hello, Boniface. Boniface? I keep going back and forth. I think it's Boniface. We'll do that. Hello, Crichtonton. Congratulations on your noise. Yeah. I can't snap. I can't snap right now. Go, man. Hello, Ars. Hello, Mr. Personality. Hello, Chieftain. Hello, everyone. Show feet. No, you'll never. You'll never. Well, no, you can show feet. Hold on. Give me a sec. Let me just rotate 360 degrees. Oh, hold on. I have to charge my energy for it. Whee! There we go. Wow, toes. Goodbye. Excellent. Excellent. There we go. Quality streaming content on twitch.tv/Halbernock. Yay! There we go. Cool. I still gotta put on my glove. God damn it. Well, hopefully everyone's having a good day. And hello, son. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I have good news. Actually, I have good news. It's not like a huge bit of news. I figured out what was up with Tuesday's stream. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I had to run errands today because so remember when I was like Rogue Traders actively killing my internet, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. So it happened when I was just like off stream for a while, just doing stuff. My internet would just flicker in and out, just like periodically. And I'm like, oh god, that's what was happening on Tuesday. That's what's happening on Tuesday. It wasn't Rogue Trader's fault, or I don't think so anyway. It was that. And I was like, all right, reset the router, do the restart, check everything. And I think the issue was my cables. So I now have new Ethernet cables. So I should be ready to party. There should be no more issues. So I am doing good. Is that kind of good when you have a problem and you solve it and your brain is like, yes, I will now release the chemicals. I will now release the chemicals to show that you did a good job, and so you will continue to do a good job. No. I basically looked it up, and then like, so I think there's like different grades. There's like C, there's like Cat 5, and then I got Cat 6, which I think is like what they said was like generally what I want to be shooting for in terms of just like output speeds. And it wasn't like terribly expensive. I mean, honestly, I kind of thought something similar, Chieftain. So you're not alone. I've always also how you doing, Dulgesson? How you doing, Queek? Welcome. How you doing? All right, I have to organize my thoughts because I'm going like 3 different places at once. I will say, Crichton, as somebody who has just started painting vanilla Space Marines, it is kind of fun. I do get it. I do get to a certain degree. If you guys don't know, we're working on my Minotaur Terminators today. So that is on the menu for these lads in particular. That is on the menu from Space Marines. Also, hello Night Owl. Welcome. And hello Necron Boys. Welcome. Welcome, both of you nerds. Yeah, they're turning out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the results so far. I'm pretty happy with results. Oh yeah, I see people who do those, like paint an entire chapter. Also, I drilled my barrels on the chain gun. They're a little jank, but they're better than nothing. So hell yeah. I mean, paint a couple, and if you're having fun, like why not? But yeah, no. But going back to idea, I've really always, so for people who aren't like super familiar with like a lot of role playing game stuff, there's a concept of the West Marches campaign, which is like a hex crawl, kind of ad hoc scenario where the idea is like, hey, it's hard to get people together in the same room to play games, right? So what if instead of like having a set like these are the players, this is what we're going to do. West Marches basically says like, all right, we're doing a campaign. It's like a hex grid exploration thing. And I'm going to run this on Monday. If you show up, great. And then you get gear and experience and you get a level up. If not, you don't. And that's just kind of it. And like different GMs might kind of do stuff like that. Oh god, yeah, sorry, fuck, it was the ads. Basically I was saying that West Marches are a type of campaign where if they're kind of ad hoc, players show up if they feel like showing up, and then you run it for whoever's there. And sometimes there might be multiple GMs, sometimes there's not. It depends on how what's it called? It depends on like the personal group setup. Oh yeah, no, you're probably thinking slap chop, I imagine. I've done some slap chop stuff before. It's not bad. Like it's a legitimate technique. It's a legitimate technique. Also, I'm doing the little baby horns right now. They are like the one little bit of gray I gotta get on a lot of these models. Also, Cartington, thank you again from Chieftain of sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Play schmuck sitting around. It's kind of like that. It is definitely kind of something that does appeal more in theory to like kind of more like OSR kind of gameplay where like levels don't super matter. Like the difference between like a level 6 dude and a level 8 dude being in the same party isn't that huge. Like as much as shit as I give 5th edition, technically the fact that it has a flattened to hit is not the worst for that kind of thing either. Like I wouldn't do that in like Pathfinder 2e because that sounds fucking awful. Or do you know about the Minotaurs from? I've been aware of them for a while, but I know that there's a book called like The Shadow of the Regent that I think has quite a bit of them in it. Also, but the Bad Up War where they fucking they are the High Lords, bitch, 100%. Also in the Bad Up War, they got dunked on by Lamenters. So as revenge, from what I understand, they basically just like did a bunch of like very suspicious shit to all the Minotaurs, just like basically just like looted and pillaged the fuck out of them. I will say that like I mean Imperial Fist are pretty cool. They are pretty legit. Also, what I'm doing right now is now that I got the little symbols, the little shoulder pad things, I need to basically there's a couple of these that come with tactical rocks, but they were not tactical rocky enough for me to be like I must remove them. I must clip the feet individually because like you can clip the feet individually. It's kind of a pain if I'm going to be honest. So like sometimes I'll just integrate the tactical rock into whatever I'm painting and call it a day. That was like way in the folds. Yeah, Lamentors are like a god. What chapter are they a successor of? I want to say Blood Angels, but that might not be right. I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of like that. I also thought another good idea for a West Marches kind of game would be like something like Blades in the Dark or like Shadowrun or what's it called? Or Cyberpunk. Basically the idea that it's like you're a bunch of like people will have jobs, and if you're there to pick up the job to do like criminal shady work, you can, and if not, I don't know, you're just living your day life or something like that. Yeah, I mean, carrying the Blood Rage is a big win, but then like when you see everything else with them, you're like, maybe you didn't luck out so much. Are there any colors I don't have? There's actually like I don't have a lot of pastels. I don't have a huge amount of pinks, I guess too. I have a couple pinks. That's all nitrous. How you doing? How you doing? There was a couple of years back that I counted up all my paints, and I have well over 100, and I probably have gotten more since then. I to the point where like I look at the paints and I don't even know where I would begin doing a rough estimate. I want to say 200 base. We'll say 200 base is probably about right for my for what I got going on. How you doing this, Mayor? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I did a heavy vacuuming of the workstation, so now all the cookie dust from Wednesday has been vanquished. So I did that. I got the new Ethernet cables, which are beastly and very sturdy. Ooh, bonus quarters. It's so weird because like change is such a non-thing in my life anymore. Like the idea of like having to root around for a quarter, like even for like toll boosts and stuff, was kind of a big thing. It's both enough paint and less paint. Like I'm never really at the point where it's like I feel like I'm missing a color. But also there are times where it's like I'm gonna be painting a couple of models, and there's like a couple of paints I think would be really good. Like I got this paint recently. It's the contrast Achelen green, which I know it looks like a dark purple, but I have to shake it a bunch. Basically that's going to be for like a Alpha Legion project. and that's because it goes really good over a silver. I also did have to pick up like a chromy silvery color too, but I'll also be using that tonight, which will be handy. So yeah, we're gonna go to this guy's foot. And I think we got two. Yeah, we got two more with tactical rocks. All no change. No, it's fine. It's there's been plenty of changes. I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah. Everyone enjoyed Goblin with a Fat Ass. Fuck yeah. I mean, it's a hard game not to like, honestly, if you like. I'm sure there's some like really serious business like grogs that are like, this is everything wrong with RPGs, but also those people who complain about everything. I don't even dislike OSR stuff, but there's a type of person that there's people that like OSR because they like the era and the bits that go into it. And then there's a kind of people that like OSR because they don't like anything and they like to let you know that not liking anything makes them superior to your taste. And I despise those people dearly. I said, "Oh, hey, mate, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome." I think I actually like conked his arm off. So, yeah, maybe what I'll do. Maybe I'll zoom out a bit. There we go. This is a little bit more comfortable for what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything like super hella precise anyway. At the moment, I'm mostly just trying to go in and like I'm trying to regrade the tactical rocks they come with. Yeah, no, I mean it's there's definitely that mindset definitely exists a lot in certain tabletop RPG spheres where it's like, oh, do you do anything different than the way I remember D&D when I played it when I was 7? Oh, clearly you're what's ruining the industry. A lot of these people don't even really play games; they just like bitching about them, which is why I think OSR stuff is neat, and I think there's a actual like legitimate reason for it to be around. But there's some people that are straight up like they like, and this has been around for a while too. It's funny seeing a lot of heartbreakers from like the 70s and 80s where they're like, I only know D&D and D&D is my entire concept of an RPG. And if you don't like that, you're wrong. But also I'm going to make the most convoluted, shitty system you've ever heard of. So this nice list was stored a computer. Ooh, fuck yeah, let's go, let's go. I'm just a little bit of a spoiler for next week. Unless something happens, Necrotica will be happening next Wednesday. So because of that, because it's Necrotika's be happening next Wednesday, I want to do like a Necrotica Christmas adventure because I think that would be fun. I like doing that kind of stuff. Oh, Dustbin, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. There's a couple. Oh, there's like a couple of bits on these bases I actually need to touch up a little bit too. That's fine. Or Vogue Master C. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing. I will say there's nothing wrong with having preferences, and you're allowed to have those preferences. I've just seen some people that are like aggressive about their preferences. Oh, these are 100% purposeful. Part of the reason I wear a glove is because I don't want to smudge the paint. Because like I like having a tactile sensation for the brush, which is why I keep this hand wild and flappy and free and whatnot. But by the same token, I don't want to smudge paint, so I have one with a glove, and then I also what's it called? And then I also like to use it to like test it paints for like swatches and stuff like that. I did a good bathy spirit. Oh, so you basically, oh, you would, oh, that sounds like a lot of fun though. Hell yeah. God, I mean, that's the thing. I will say some of the most pure, just like joy that I've ever experienced in tabletop RPGs was just like goofy one shots like that, because everyone's generally on the same page just to be goofy and have fun, and like that's just kind of those kind of games are really good for that kind of shenanigans. Like one of the most fun games I've ever ran was I went to a convention. Like I don't go to conventions very often, so this is back in like I was in high school. And I ended up just finding a bunch of random weebs. I know weebs in an anime convention, shocking, but I found a couple of them, and I ended up running maid for them. And it was like I basically did like, what if there was like a Harry Potter school but for maids? Like you go to Fantasy Maid Academy to become a better maid and stuff like that. And it was a lot of fun. Like just like those randos had no expectations. They only really knew D, because like that was like when I was in high school. That was also like D&D 3rd edition, maybe 4th edition was out. I can't remember at that point. Yeah, I know, right? Fighting a bunch of weebs. I'm sad because like a couple of them are really nice people, but I lost track of them like almost immediately after that convention. I think one of them I had her DeviantArt account because that was the way we communicated back then. Exchanging emails, phone numbers, nah. This is my DeviantArt username. You should send me a DM. And I think I did, and then I think eventually just like she got off DeviantArt, and it's like, well, that's a person I met, and then once more to the void. Such Santa who has a common range. Fuck yeah, let's go. That sounds like you had a lot of fun though. I'm glad Goblin with a fat ass can bring joy to people. I say that like I did anything with that. That's all Orbital Dropkick, Tom Bloom, whatever the fuck that dude's name is. But still, it's fun. But yeah, it was fun, and like I've run like the one shots I've read on stream are pretty fun though. Though I have been craving. I think at one point I wouldn't mind running like an Only War one shot for chat on stream at some point. At some point, I think that would be neat. I think I've talked about doing it a couple times, and it just hasn't really super come up. Mostly just because I have infinite ideas and limited time. That's my forever issue. But even going back to the West Marches, though, I have been what's it called? I have been craving the idea of I don't know. So like basically I have not done a on-stream continuous setting game since VTubers and Vampires in 2021, and I would like to rectify that for next year. I want, and I think maybe like a fucking West Marches sort of dealio would be really fun for that. So how you doing, Mini Down? Welcome. How you doing? How you doing? I feel like it has been 2021. It's been a hot fucking minute. It's either 2021 or like early 2022 when that ended. Yeah. It's been a bit. It's certainly been a bit. Yeah, from what I said, you can run what's it called? No, yeah, legitimately the passage of time is for VTubing and my VTubing in particular, like come April, it's gonna be 4 years. Like I'm not that far. We're not that far off from April, which is wild. I'm Jesus Christ, it's fucking bananas. But yeah, I haven't done something, and I was wondering if like, because like it's hard to get scheduling for stuff for tabletop RPGs. Like I've had ones that I've tried to do that just fell apart because scheduling didn't work out. Like there's been so many just like behind the scenes, just games that I've never gotten off the ground just because scheduling's a fucking bitch. No, Nitrous same. Nitrous same. I am dissolving into ash. It's fine. It's fine, I say, as my bones just fucking liquefy. Well, it's even weirder because, like, I will say, as somebody who has been watching VTubers since the Heavenly King days, like, Kizuna Ai and crew were like 2017. And I know a lot of people's first VTubers were like some combination now of like Hololive, Niji Sanji, or V Shoujo. Maybe we're kind of getting to the point where like mini corpos like Sundaria, I guess Sundaria's fucking dead. Phase Connect, like those kind of V Mirai, I don't know them a whole lot. But like there's like anyway, there's a lot of ways people can get introduced to VTubers now. But like it's I think a lot of people in this in the EN sphere especially would be like, ah yes, VTubers, the Hololive thing that also just kind of turned into other stuff. Yeah, I think even Melody is pretty old at this point. Yeah, well, I saw the Annoying Orange as a VTuber, but I've also seen people say that technically Barbie was the VTuber first because she used to do a series of there used to be a series of Barbie weblogs that had a 3D model doing things. So technically Barbie, I think, beats the Annoying Orange by several years. Seen the reanimate corpse. I mean, she only got reanimated for a while. I'm glad. Like, there's a lot of weird stuff in the fuckery at the last years of Kizuna Ai. I actually did like Kizuna Ai Black a little bit, as like she kind of had like a moodier persona and did some like really good singing, but like it was still weird that they were like, ah yes. Because for a while, basically what happened is, for people who don't know, Kizuna Ai was a very early VTuber, like very earlier. She was kind of first one to get big, arguably for being a VTuber, to the point where like people thought she might actually be an AI because VTubing was that new, and there's still people that think all VTubers are fucking advanced AI. No, I did not know about the Kizuna Ai NFT anime. I thought you were making a joke about that fucking like Bored Ape anime cartoon thing that looked like absolute fucking shit. I thought you were making a joke about that. God damn it. Yeah. See, I don't know about the whole like VTuber, the fucking, I don't know. I don't like that the fucking NS not safe for work debacle kind of led people into the fucking VTubing sphere, because I feel like that's gonna make that gave a. I did see a lot of people were like, VTubers, those grifters and whores, and I may be one of those two things. No, that's a joke. I'm neither. But like, no, there was legitimately like, I feel like it's kind of quaint now to think about, but there were unironically a bunch of people that were like, oh, Kizuna Ai. Cause also she was the one, that was her thing. She's like, I'm Kizuna Ai, I'm an AI, I say that. And then people were like, oh my fucking god, AI so advanced. And I mean, Kizuna Ai was an advanced operation. By tongue tracking, you mean this? No, I made a joke about like painting saucy models on stream, and then by the time that whole debacle ended, like it was like the span of like 15 hours. I'm like, oh, I can paint saucy models now. And then it's like, no, I cannot paint saucy models now. That wasn't gonna change. I'm gonna be real. Like, if I'm painting saucy models, it's gonna be Kingdom Death, and they'll probably be like still safe for Twitch anyway. And yeah, wow, there's like a lot of dirt on these bases that I just did not get. I just did not get any of the dirt on these bases whatsoever. But like, yeah, that whole change is not going to change that. Well, so it's one of those things, like if we go, like, it was a failure on both sides. It was a failure on both sides because one, like, Twitch did not really communicate that change to the staff. So when people were like, hey, staff, someone's been drawing nude things on Twitch, they're like, oh yeah, prior to this point, that was the correct call. In like Twitch terms, what I mean correct call. Where it's like, oh yeah, somebody's drawing Ponos or Vaju. So like you gotta ban that shit. But then there's also a couple of like bad faith, like VTubers that are like, oh yeah, time to go pussy out. And then like every furry came out of the woodwork to be like, finally, wolfcocks. They must be on stream right now. I must draw them. Twitch gave me an inch. So so I must take a mile, clearly. So like, it was kind of a big fucking clusterfuck overall, but like, which is sad. Which is, oh yeah, they got at least 12 inches depending on the furry that was drawing. Well, like, the idea, because like there is a thing where it's like, let's say you're drawing you're drawing an anime lady in a swimsuit. I am artist. I am drawing anime lady in a swimsuit. And technically, there's nothing necessarily safe for not safe for work about anime lady in swimsuit. Let's say you're not even doing like anything suggestive. She's just like knocking a volleyball around. Sometimes that would be considered indecent. Sometimes it's not. Like, there's no hard and fast rules on Twitch sometimes. They technically have rules, but whenever you ask them to clarify, they go, I don't know. Why would you want concrete rules from us, Twitch? And then people would get banned. So when they're like, oh yeah, don't have to worry about that now. That was nice. That was unironically a nice gesture. That was unironically a nice gesture. That just did not survive the night. It just did not survive the night, and it's a bummer, because like I do know a couple of like VTubers that are pinup artists that were like, oh cool, I can finally like do that, because also too, there's not a lot of alternatives to stream drawing that kind of thing. Picardo, oh god, I just spat a bunch of water. Whenever I drink, I just like spit water for like the next couple of minutes until the water's gone. But like, there's a couple of options, like Picardo is one. But like Picardo isn't really like a place to get discovered, more or less. Like Picardo is like, I am a big artist. You already know me through like Twitter or Patreon or like whatever. But you want to watch how the sauce gets made? I'm gonna go in Picardo and stream that. Which is good if you already have an audience, but like let's say you are like an up and coming pinup artist and you want to get noticed. Twitch would have been great for that. That would have been kind of neat. That would have been a neat way for people to be like, "Hey, look what I'm drawing! Wow, look at her! Tasteful ass shot! Tasteful ass shot! Here you go." And then, well, the thing is, I don't think Twitch would ever clarify though, because I just think in general, Twitch has gotten better recently. I'll give credit where credit's due. Twitch has gotten a lot better on clarifying its points and like giving some features that people want. But it's still really, really bad about like, hey, you have this rule. Can you tell me exactly what you mean by this rule? It always gets super weaselly and people don't. So Picardo is technically art focused, but they've been pretty open about like, we do not give a shit. Like, I think even after the big debacle, like every time a company fucks up, there's always like another one that crawls out of the woodwork and be like, hey, they fucked up, but we didn't. So Picardo was like, yeah, you can stream not safe for work on our platform. We've let you do that forever. Well, they did put a flag on it. Unironically, there was straight up like a category you had to stream under. There was like a sexual themes category that you put your stuff under, and some people just didn't do that. Some people did it, but under that category, but went like way too far. Like the artistic nudity versus like I said, gigantic throbbing wolf cock from like furry artists. So like that kind of thing happened. I was all under. Welcome. Yeah, they also sometimes will ban. They're very inconsistent too. They'll be like, "Oh, this lady has her baps out, and this lady doesn't have her baps out. What is the correct ruling here, Twitch?" So a lot of people were just like, "I would like consistency on your rulings, please," because sometimes they seem incredibly arbitrary. They are incredibly arbitrary rulings. Yeah. Well, the thing is, people were kind of suspecting that like the advertise, because like the thing is, like not to go like, oh, the secret shadow owners of the internet, but unironically, payment processors dictate a lot of what happens on the internet. For instance, like if a payment processor does not like something, they will refuse to do business with you, or even not even just payment processors, advertisers too. The reason why Tumblr shot itself directly in the face for the whole like nudity thing is because advertisers did not like it and they were hemorrhaging money. So they did a hasty quote unquote fix for it and then exploded. But it's like that kind of shit. So the idea that like, well, no, that's the thing though. That's the thing. Sex does sell, but there's a very specific way advertisers do it. And here's the thing: PayPal does not want to be the boner payment processing platform. It does not want that. People like it does not look good for PayPal if they become like the official, like if those kind of transactions are done through them. Like they just do not like that whatsoever. How's Super Tiger Fox? How you doing? Welcome. Oh yeah, no, Tumblr was always basically the money. Tumblr was a money trash fire from the beginning. I don't understand how they ever assumed Tumblr would make money. But yeah, when Twitch was like artistic nudity, a lot of people were like, eventually advertisers going to hear that and they're going to think Twitch is becoming a cam whore site. And then whenever they see a bunch of people like actively being naked on Twitch, they're kind of confirming that to the payment processor. So yeah, exactly. You hint the sex, or you do something like very light, and that gets people in. Yeah, it's just something like that. Yeah. Behind a veil. Yeah. Well, I'm not. I guess I don't know. I'm not. I would like it if payment processors were less stingy about that, but I can also kind of understand the idea of like not just trying to like keep things as like least liable to backfire on you as much as possible. Like keep it so that like you can skirt out fine and things get real awkward. Hello, Crisis. Trying to ban porn. Oh yeah, 100%. From what I understand about OnlyFans in particular, I don't use it, but like it gets talked about on the internet, so I pick things up. From what I have heard, what happened with OnlyFans is that they were like they cut a specific deal, and I have to imagine OnlyFans just makes so much money that like you would have to be stupid not to. Like apparently it just makes it makes enough money that there's some loophole that kind of made that happen. Yeah, there's a lot of backdoor usage on the on OnlyFans, I guess. Fucking goobers, I swear. You can just go. I mean, you can't get green jelly. There's a album. No, sorry. It's Green Jelly is the band. My bad. No, there's a Green Jams from like Cassiopeia, and then there's the band Green Jelly, which does the Three Little Pigs song, which is like one of my favorite boomer jams to sing in the car. The nice thing about Green Jelly is that like there's certain bands that like the music is fun, but I wouldn't call the musicians good by any measure, and they're definitely in that category. So like if I'm singing Green Jello's Three Little Pigs, I'm probably right on par with the actual singer for that, which is great. Yeah, I have to imagine Fansly's doing similar things as well. I don't know. I mean, neither of them have been shut down, so I guess something is happening for those two, but I don't exactly know the detail. I don't know the details for Fansly. I don't even know particularly what. I have to imagine there's a reason some people would choose Fansly over OnlyFans, but I don't know what that reason is. Like maybe they do like some special feature better or whatever. Well, I don't know. It's like one of those things, they got to do something, you know. There has to be some reason. Also, what I'm doing right now is I'm going to all the little purity seals, and I'm just kind of getting those like kind of like a mahogany brown before I do that. Oh, the creator gets a higher cut. Oh, good for them then. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So I guess it's like OnlyFans has like the most reach, but it's like if you go to Fansly and find people there, you might be able to make more with less of an audience. Okay, that's cool. That's neat. Yeah, it's one of the things like someone somewhere is working something out, so at the end of the day, as long as it's working out for everyone, that's good. We're doing mahogany brown, and I'm gonna like layer a like kind of dirty white on top of this. Another oh, he's got like a super long one here. What's up, Barnabas? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. The Fancy Cut streaming service. I think all of them basically do as well, but I don't know. Like I said, like I'm aware that those sites exist, and I'm sure there's reasons to do that, but like I'm not looking for anything in that general department, so I don't need to browse. Also, oh, Matthew, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? I'm working on my Terminators. It's going relatively well. It's going good. No, no, things are not going good. Well, hopefully they get better then. Unless I'm misinterpreting that. No, because my brain when I paint becomes shriveled up like turnip. I become country fresh vegetables. The thought process. There we go. Let's get a little bit on there. Minnie Dow told me to get back to work. Hey. Oh, I see. I missed that part. Okay, there we go. There we go. Nah, Bort's allowed to chill. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's all good. There's no need to work here when I'm doing the paints. All right, you got us. Luckily, a lot of these guys just got the purity seals like right by their legs, so that makes it like nice and easy to go with. So much handier. Multiple femdom goth girls. I'm not really into femdom, if I'm going to be honest. It doesn't do anything for me. I also do think it's probably like I'm trying to think of like the best way I could say it. I think I'm just kind of too boomer for that kind of thing, if I'm going to be honest. Like the idea of like the goth lady with a nose ring in her kind of like darkly lit room, taking off her top and then me paying $15 for it. Like I don't need that really. Like it's just not something that I particularly need in my life. Now if that's a thing you do, go for it. Follow your dreams. What do you mean how's a misogynist? You fucking nerd. How was me being too boomer for OnlyFans make that? Oh, you're saying for the femdom thing? I don't know. It just doesn't it doesn't do anything for me. I don't like getting insulted or like getting stepped on or wanting to get like bullied around. I don't know. That doesn't do anything for me. That doesn't do anything for me. Hey, I honestly, if somebody could make building IKEA furniture interesting, I would watch it. If somebody's like, "Yo, it's your boy trying to build some IKEA fucking furniture." How about Roy Orbison wrapped in cling film? I almost read those. I almost read those fanfics of Roy Orbison wrapped in cling film during the fanfic reading. I'm gonna be real though. The thing is, like, I've gotten a lot of fanfiction reading ideas from the F plus. I don't want my content just to be me regurgitating the F plus. Like, like that's how I found out about Shakespeare and Hemingway. I found out about them through the F plus like years ago, and I've been just kind of fascinated since. What's up, Goody? How you doing? How you doing? If I want to be trained badly, I'd just work retail again. That's a fucking mood. That's a fucking mood. Subscribers. No, I can't. I can't. No, or Stog. Stog is real. So for context for this, there's a couple of like people on the internet that I consider like ideals of stuff I would like to have someday. And like there's a podcast called the F Plus, which is about like effectively these people have been doing this for like since like the Portal of Evil days. Well, they were from Portal of Evil groups, but basically like in like the early 2000s, they started making a podcast and reading weird shit on the internet. A lot of it's like fetish content, like weird fan fiction, stuff like that. And like I'm trying to remember when I started listening to them. I want to say it was like maybe like 2008, something like that. And I don't know. I like that. I like that kind of like concept of just like hanging out with a bunch of people I've been friends with and just like reading fanfics and just shooting the shit. Well, I guess they didn't do fanfics too much. They did mostly do a lot of like weird stuff, like people whose fetish are getting like wedgies, or like people who attach rocks to their stereo so they can get better sound. That's the whole thing. There's like reasonable audiophiles, and then there's audiophiles who are like, ah, yes, the air needs to be positively charged so my fucking record player sounds really good. That's over to see. Oh god, that would be interesting to listen to. I think they cover that too. Like it's been that I've been aware of that fucking the Seaman cookbook for years because that thing is fucking wild. That's one of those things that you can basically show anyone and to be like, what the fuck? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter like who you are and like what your personality is or your beliefs are. If somebody's just like Seaman cookbook, you're like, I'm sorry, what? Why would you do this? Why would you do this? And that's how I think world peace will be achieved. Very thin. Probably good. Oh yeah, the WikiHow. All the magic ones are good too. Like I said, the thing is like, as somebody who likes to do things on the internet, they give a lot of ideas that like I can follow up on my own. But like I also don't want to just like go through their fucking outlines and be like content to steal, because that feels fucked up. But there's been a couple of people like I found out about Story Provider through them, and then I ended up reading like Story Provider stories that they did not ever cover, and I read them my own ways. That's fun. They might have nutrition. That feels like one of those things that I would 100% not be surprised if they actually put like nutrition facts on that fucking cookbook, just because that's just the kind of people they would be like, oh yeah, you have to know if this is gluten free after all. I actually don't know if it's possible to even make that gluten free. It's the fucked up thing. Like don't Google that if you don't have a strong stomach. But I just want you to know the front page of that cookbook is flan, which is both like the perfect recipe. It's the perfect recipe to like show like how fucked up that book is. Because like when you see, because like flan is fine. Like flan is a perfectly acceptable dessert, but then you see the title and you're like, oh no. I don't know what's the vegan status of that. How you doing, Belny? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And how you doing, Alred? Welcome. Yeah. I have finished my gamer drink for the night. You're getting close. You're getting close to the 69 hour, and you're getting there. You are getting in the ballpark. How you doing though? How you doing? I'm working on various Terminators. I also got some I was gonna do some more priming but it's storming really badly where I'm at. So like if I attempted to prime outside, and like I do have an airbrush I could prime inside, but it takes a lot more setup, and like I was not really prepared for it. Yeah, we're just gonna convince the opposing party, aka they a lot of times the Minotaurs are kind of like what's it called, like blood ravens, but they're like more holier than thou, which is fun. They're such dicks. I love it. Like I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, I hate them because they're assholes, and me, I'm like, oh, look at these pricks. Nice. Hell yeah. How you doing, Proxito? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you? I have not actually looked in the cookbook myself, Night Owl, so I would not know. I would not know. No, they're loyalists. They're loyal. They're super loyal. They report directly to the High Lords of Terra. And what is more loyal than that? Hmm? Oh yeah, the space sharks are pretty nice too. There's a couple of them I was like when way back I would look into loyalist chapters. Uh I vaguely remember the name the Marines Malevolent, but I cannot remember exactly what their shtick is. Like my esoteric Marine knowledge is like Firehawks, Minotaurs, Lamenters, just like one Marines that have like some fucked up little quirks to them, but I don't know a whole lot beyond that. I swear the Marines Malevolent sound familiar, but I can't remember. That's true. Are the Rainbow Warriors still canon? How's the good elf boy? I'm doing very good. I am doing good. I'm painting today. That's going nice. The thing is, like, I still want to paint angry Marines, but also the miniatures that I would have made into angry Marines, I make it into Minotaurs. So it's like I fucked up successfully, I guess. I don't know. Oh, they're redone as the Death Strike Marines. Ah, gotcha. I know Louis Sugden's still super hella into them. Sergeant Fuckface will be canon someday. The nice thing too, if I'm just doing those as like a bit, I don't have to like. I can kind of do that. I'm sure somebody's made Primaris Angry Marines. I don't know how much the internet in general remembers Angry Marines outside of like scattered TG refugees who have kind of moved to other sites as that website as a whole has just become like a festering hellhole of negativity and no fun allowed. I dislike that part dearly. Every chapter is canon. That's true. Unless they specifically say it's not canon, I guess you could argue it still is canon. Also, to be fair, when it comes to Warhammer canon, do whatever the fuck you want. I'm still firmly in the belief that Warhammer is a modular setting that you should do to tweak to your friends and family, like whoever you play with. You have your own like parallel canon that's more important than anything G-dubs could ever put out. That's kind of always been my thought. What the fuck is that thing? I'm pretty sure that like there was a new book that was like fucking I cannot remember the dude's name. The fucking Emperor's Children dude, the guy who does the experiments and whatnot. I think he met up with Call and like they did some fuckery with that. Anger means unbelievable to me. Yeah, Fabulous Bile. Thank you. I could not remember his name at this exact moment for some reason. I mean, technically, like the Anger Marines were always like a fan canon thing, but in the same thing of like Slut Patrol, that I still kind of remember them fondly. So I'm just adding a little bit of tan to the dirt to make the dirt a little harder. Yeah, like I feel like it's like exactly. It's like as long as you kind of like the correct quote unquote framework for it, and even then you can kind of do whatever. Like who gives a shit? Like who gives a shit if like you and your friends are like, I'm going to do X thing that's a little off canon. Do whatever the fuck you want, you know? But yeah, I think in general a lot of people were like, yeah, I'm gonna make my because like technically every fan chapter is not canon. Like sure, there's a foundation in canon for fan chapters, but like that shouldn't stop people from making fan chapters and stuff like that. I don't even know if the Emperor has a colon anymore. I know his dead ass got put on that throne, but I don't remember what state he was in when that happened. I mean the state was dying, but like I mean like what? How much was left? I know Horus cut him up real good, but I think it was just like a gut strike as opposed to something else. All right, so let's go ahead and glue you to the base. The reason I'm focusing on the base is a bit because like I have everything blue tacked and it's just kind of becoming a pain in the ass, and we're at the point where like I don't need to get like all up into Grundle, so like it doesn't matter a whole lot. Yeah, you ever shit for so long you become a skeleton? I think we've all been there. I think we've all been there at least a couple times, you know. Hello, Brim. How you doing? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. How you doing? Let me set that down and let me shout you the fuck up. Shout you fuck out. God damn it. Hey, listen, it's Sunday night. I can't words really good. How you doing, everybody? Welcome. If you do not know me, I'm Halbernaut the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting VTuber of the Nurglenskaven variety. And hello, Shot. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Oh yeah, you were doing you were showing off your collection of stuff today. And hello, Frog. How you doing? How you doing? I caught a couple glimpses of what you. I saw you had Morkborg, but I couldn't make out immediately the other RPGs. Which, to be fair, Morkborg is just like it's like bright yellow. It's very easy to tell in Morkborg in a collection. But yeah, hopefully you had fun sharing your games with your chat. I am currently working on some Space Marine Terminators for the Minotaurs because they've become like the loyalist faction that I'm having fun painting. It's odd. It's odd me doing loyalist things, but it be like that sometimes. All right, I gotta glue the rest of these bastards to the bases. But yeah, hopefully you had a lot of fun. I am currently. Oh, there we go. Oh, actually, sometimes some of these tactical rocks are actually fitting like pretty nicely on the bases, which is excellent. They're traitors enough, I guess. Yeah, they're loyal. They're loyal to me in my heart. No, it's fine. Takes off a con purchases. Oh, see, the thing is, Morkborg didn't really do much for me. But Cyborg, I'm interested in. I think Cyborg is neat, and I would like to try that out one of these days. What's all about Apple? Welcome. How you doing? How you doing? For sessions at 9 minutes at a time. Oh god, that sounds fucking rough. Oh, that sounds fucking rough. But yeah, right now I'm gluing everybody to the base. We're gonna move those aside as that happens. I have to because some of these have tactical rocks and some of them don't. I need to find like the correct positioning where they will settle. Okay, like this kind of works out actually. This more or less works fine. Yeah, it seems neat. It seems neat. I haven't got to pick up RPGs at a con in a while. That sounds like nice though. That sounds very nice. Patrick's Peck Rock. Yeah, exactly. It's tactical rocks for ultimate tactics. The Toast was the Labyrinth. I actually don't know much about. I'm gonna be real. I don't know a huge amount about them. Also, Ulrich Greymane. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. Welcome. Slowly glue the lad to the base, and then we'll slowly scoot them back. Like I know they're like the lapdogs of the High Lords of Terra, but I don't know if they actually like set up shop on Terra itself or not. They might. I don't necessarily know. Once again, I'm more of a painter guy than a lore guy, so I'm kind of in that. Okay, so he kind of sits awkwardly, but this guy he fits a lot better on this one. There we go. And then this guy will go like, yeah, there we go. Excellent. Yeah, I assume it's near Terra, yeah. By your name. No, I am not. I understand my name looks very German, but it's a reoccurring issue where my name accidentally happens to mean half knight in German. Which I get German people who are really excited because they're like, oh shit, yeah, another German person, let's go. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I cannot sprechen Sie Deutsch. Alas. I'm just a goofy little mini painter on the internet. Except for Rabbit Chew on the strength of a polar bear. I know, isn't that great? I still need to confirm this myself, but I've heard that they split. Two of them got together and they fucking cracked a Custodes in half like a wishbone. I still need to read like I said, the Shadow of the Regent or whatever, so I can see that happens. Hello, chums. Hello, Baxter. How you doing? Put a Burger King American flag as your Oshi mark. I already have the rat painter. I can't lose that. I mean, I already barely paint rats. It would be a shame if I lost my own Oshi mark scheme to that. I thought night was right. Oh no, night as in like night outside, I believe. I think because I think Halber is half and Nacht is night. I think that's about as far as it goes. I just likes German names as an Aweraboo. It's just my elven name. It's just my elven name happens to be very similar to German. It just happened to be like that sometimes, you know. It's like there's a oh god, I know a fun example of that in Magic the Gathering. There is the villain Nicol Bolas, who is kind of stupid, but Magic Story kind of sucks ass if I'm gonna be honest. But apparently a Bolas and like I think Portuguese is balls. So there's effectively just like this villain out there who's just like, ah yes, it is I, Nicholas Balls. Fearless dragon. And 2 Roman LARPers rip you in half. Actually, they're Greek LARPers, thank you very much. But yeah, no, I know what you mean. That'll be fun. Fear me and my balls. His balls happens to have like the same fucking like swoopy horns on them, I guess. All the glue on the other ones dried very quickly. For some reason, this guy is not wanting to stay put. All right, so we got the lads on their bases. I'll give them a slight bit more time before we go back to them. What do I got nearby that I want to paint? While they're doing that, I can be incredibly lazy. There we go. I know what we'll do. Excellent. Here we go. We got this thing. This is a crimson fruit from Bestiarum, and I could just slap a fucking coat real quick of the red I like, and call that a fucking day. The Tanuki Ghost. Oh god, I remember when I was in high school, we had a Japanese club because we were very, very lucky that there was just like I live in the middle of nowhere when I grew up. That hasn't changed a whole lot, but I did definitely live like 100% in the middle of nowhere. Like my entire high school maybe had like 400 students total, which was not a whole lot from what I understand. And straight up, we just lucked out. We had a Japanese teacher, and she would show us like we would do movie days, and one of those was the movie Pom Poko, and I learned so much about Tanukis that day. I learned a lot about Tanuki and their gigantic transforming ball sacks. Was nitrous linking balls in your? I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a Game Grumps link. Ah, gotcha. To this day, I still have not really consumed any Game Grumps media because I saw JonTron and Ego Raptor suck at Glover, which is a game I enjoyed as a child, and I couldn't stand it. I gave them one shot, and they were like, "How do you Glover?" after skipping all the tutorials, and I was like, "I'm good." And then they turned into like a whole institution, and to this, my stance has never changed. I mean, probably now as a VTuber, I might kind of get the idea. It's like, yeah, they're entertainers and then big gamers. I think for me, it was just frustrating because it was like the answer was in front of their face. Like, it wasn't like they were bad at the game, as in like, oh, sometimes you could be a streamer or a Let's Player and just like not be good at the game you're playing. That's fine. But they were like, this is stupid. I don't know what to do, when they literally went past the "this tells you what to do" thing. Okay, if it's attention difficulties, that's okay. That's a bit more of an excuse. I still think it's too late and I don't have a huge interest. Like, I feel like if anything, if I wanted to look at a lot of those kind of big things, like the bigger collective things, it would probably be Not Lost in a Hallway. That's kind of impressive, actually. You know what? That's legit skills. I can't say that. Yeah, that's totally fair. The thing is, like, I've watched people play games I've played before, and I don't mind. I think the thing that really fucked with me personally was just like, I can understand you're like, this is a game I like, and then I just want to see people play it, and like maybe if they're bad or whatever. But legitimately, they saw the tutorial things that told them what to do, said, "Nah, I'm good," and then they're like, "What the fuck? What do we do in this game?" And I hated it so much. Let's get all up in the. It's got this like tunnel mouth. These are recent tutorials or giant boxes saying, "Dude, yeah." It is. I will say it is kind of weird whenever a game is like, "Aha! Press the A button," and like that. Like that's for the basically the idea of diegesis. For people who don't know, it's like whether something is explained within the universe or not. So like the idea that like a lot of people in a video game cannot hear the background music as you play. But then also sometimes the tutorial will be like, "Oh, just go over there and use your fishing rod on this area, and you'll catch a fish." And that's generally diegetic, but then they're like, "Go to the water and press the A button to fish." That's different. For the DSPs are all. I guess that's true, yeah. All right, that's gonna dry for a bit. Also, let me take a sip. Like, he must be doing something right from like the pure entertainment portion, but like, man, that drove me nuts. See, DSP has also been interesting for me as an outsider, because like I've been aware of DSP for a while, and I know he's been caught. I find like as somebody with very little experience with the dude, I've seen people on the internet describe him as like a content creating cockroach because he's done things that would like end other people's careers and still is going. So like it's like hasn't he been caught jerking off on stream multiple times? Like nothing explicit, but basically like straight up. He's like, well, my stream's over. Let's crank one out, and does not realize he's still streaming. Like, hasn't it happened multiple times? There's a lot of people that after the first time would be like, I'm done. I'm never streaming again. Bye. But I guess the fact that he's still going is like kind of impressive in a weird way. Not that I'd ever watch his shit, but it's like that level of like confidence and or not giving a fuck. I can at least like acknowledge. It's like, wow, that's a weird thing you did. Still impressive that you stuck through it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Alan. Exactly what I'm saying. Exactly. I guess there is a thing that like the idea of people like telling you to stop. And in theory, if you never stop, technically you could keep going forever. I mean, you will eventually just like lose out on like contacts and like any sort of networking or whatever. But like if you just don't give a fuck, you can like I guess you can just tank something like that and just move on with your life and just like never stop. It's Chris Chan without the inability to not trust strangers. All the same. Oh, so he's kind of in that same area where he's like a weird lolcow person, but instead of leaving him alone, people actively try to like egg him on. God, that shit's the fucking worst. How's that flaming? How you doing? How you doing? Let's see, which one did I want to do for that? Yeah, I need to get his like the eye lenses, and then I have to figure out. Oh, there we go. I gotta get the eye lenses and then like little laser bits on there. Yeah, I mean, it kind of goes with like the whole like I actively did not know anything about streamers prior to becoming a VTuber. Like, I think the only one I really had any concept of was what's it called? Was Vinny Vinesauce, like that guy. I actually because like I used to watch a couple of his compilations every now and then, like his like edited stuff on YouTube, and I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. But I didn't really like super engage with it. What's happening with is Twitter exploding again? The thing is, Twitter is set to explode like 8,000 times. It does. I can't. I'll believe it when it actually when I try to go into Twitter, and then Twitter is just not there. Then I'll worry about it. When that happens, I will. What's it called? I mean, I already got the Discord up. I got the Discord up. I got I guess I technically got a Blue Sky invitation, so I'd probably just go to Discord and be like, "Hey guys, I'll be on Blue Sky now." I guess. I guess. There we go. Let's get that. Let's. Luckily, they have like these guys have like nice flat eyes that makes painting. That's not dangerous box. Welcome. One shark group of space boys. I mean, I think it's kind of nice because you can kind of do whatever you want in terms of like hits and whatnot, even though that won't your stuff won't be super like turny legal. Uh-oh. Get a little bit of a glow on there. Luckily, if I get like a little bit outside the lines on these, I'll just be like, oh, it's just glow effects. On there. There we go. See, also Rusted, how you doing? Welcome. See, how can Terminators Spacemen get up to the stubby arms? A lot of it's just don't worry about it. I'm gonna be real, like, because the thing also, most models, even these newer kind of like stockier ones, are definitely built with like miniature proportions. So like things look goofy because you're supposed to be able to recognize them at a distance to some degree. Which is why like a lot of historicals don't really quite have the same things because they're just supposed to go in like a big fucking ranking like just like a big old fucking like wall of dudes. So it doesn't matter if like readability is a huge deal because like you kind of know what like a whole unit is going to be doing. All right, so he's got like the little sensors. I'll probably I basically am getting like a very light amount of color on the sensors because I'm gonna go oil wash this and I'll just build it back up. There we go. All right, one has been. Oh man, there's like all these like eyeball directions I gotta get. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I guess I should just like really, really, really get the eyeballs all nice and red. I guess I've seen some people just use just like contrast for this. Hold on. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not. I definitely agree that Twitter is probably dying to some degree, but I don't quite know what. Anyway, basically, I'll ditch Twitter when there is a publicly acceptable alternative to Twitter. In the same way that like there's been 8,000 Twitter variants, but nobody's like, this is the Twitter we're leaving ship to. I was like, hello, Cyber Skull. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's definitely dying. But like until everyone's like, all right, collectively, we as the general public are going to be moving to Blue Sky. I'm just probably just going to stay there for better, for better or for worse. Oh, this is probably way chunkier than on that little sensor. He's got like a little sensor on there, so that's fine. I'll just keep doing that on all these. Yeah, exactly. I'll wait for the council to decide. I'll say, hello, old man oil baron. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Eating some Terminators. How's it going, yo? How's it going? I don't know why your username makes me think of like kind of like an old prospector setup, like the kind of that look. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. So yeah, there's I mean there's been a couple of like Twitter's dying. Let's go ahead and move. I did it. It feels like I don't know kryptonite equivalents. I don't know why. I don't know. There's definitely usernames that are like names, and then there's usernames that are like this is an object or a person kind of deal. If that makes any sense, yeah. But Twitch said it was offensive. Oh, why is tycoon offensive? That's a perfectly cromulent word. Like what? Okay. Twitter's weird though. Like sometimes Twitter polls, I'll try to say like something reasonable, and they'll just like they'll be like, nah, that's good. Yeah, like when it comes to backup Twitters, I do have a Blue Sky account, but I like I said, I don't know where that's going to be. I legitimately do not know why Twitch would be offended by that, but it's just whatever. It's dumb. You had to make a new account. Well, it's a little good. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here now. Post name fuckery and things are going good. But let me see. Oh my, oh, Jesus Christ, really? Oh God, okay. I hate that I know what you're talking about, but Jesus Christ. Read the rest of the word. Twitter, I beg of Twitch, I beg of you. Well, Oil Baron's close enough. That's close enough. All right, how you doing though? How you doing? Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Yeah, I'm not as weird too. I don't know. Like I said, it's like whenever I try to do a Twitter poll, things get like really fucking stupid for some reason. I don't know. It's dumb. I name a Pokemon George and it won't let me. Or Jorge. Is that no? Is that George or Jorge? I cannot remember which way. I think if it's J, it's Jorge, right? I believe so. I don't know. It's gonna be surprising to everyone, but my Spanish is very very poor. I did not take Spanish, and I did like I said because I lucked out in my small town in the middle of nowhere. I had a Japanese lady for teaching. I didn't take the kind of like high school Spanish courses a lot of people in Burgerland got. So I the closest thing I've ever had to that is like there was a little educational video back in elementary school where there was the lad Mr. Senior Maurice would tell us about stuff. Other things called him Australian clown, really? Vile white pervert. I mean, that's me depending on the day, if we're gonna be honest. Oh god, that's things are goofy. Nugget? Why Nugget? Oh god. Auto sensors are very funny. I think I have for the most part mine turned off, really, which hasn't been too bad. There was that guy at the end of last night's stream who was like, "Oh yes, time to drop some shit." And I was like, "Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. It's unfortunate you have to be like that." Also, hello, main EACK name main Eek. Anyway, how you doing? Welcome, 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 and welcome to the workshop. The stale end of white bread band. I mean the delicious crust. Oh God, we are in ad territory, aren't we? 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we are back from the ads. Also, hello, Maine. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? There was one guy. There was one guy right at the very end of the collab who was like, I always get really worried when somebody comes in and speaks a language I do not understand. Like I just see what I assume is Russian, and I'm like, oh, this could get dicey. And I was like, I'm sorry, dude, I don't speak Russian. And then it's like, oh, time for bad shit to happen. And I was like, okay, man. And then I just moved on. It just be like that sometimes. It be like that sometimes. Huh. Yeah, I feel like maybe it's just because like I feel like it's very easy to dunk on America, and like a lot of Americans like to dunk on America. So if you completely ban that, you would lose out. I think there would be like a probably net loss. God, these eyes are getting kind of fucky. The oil wash will eventually kind of like even them out anyway. So if some of them are kind of more glowy than the others, that's fine. We are on the list. I wonder if it's just one of those things where it's like someone complains, so they put on a list, and then like if you don't complain, it just doesn't get there. There we go. Almost done with their fucking eyes, and then I can. I think I like see. We got like I've done this for about an hour. I don't. My goal tonight is to get them in a good enough state that I can wash them, and then probably from there I'll probably rebuild up the eye color and everything. I complain about the American stereotypes to get them bad. That's probably true, yeah. And also one of those things is I've gotten so used just to like VTuber international bans that like my view of international bans has been skewed heavily. So I don't even know like I don't say anything too wild. Like the fact that I call like America Burgerland as somebody who lives here is like I've internalized it. I understand for a lot of people that's very confusing. It's very confusing when I go out there. Yeah, American like burger, American like gun, American put gun in burger. That's just efficient. That's just efficient. Call Canadians Leafs. I feel like they do to a certain extent too as well. All right, so what we got? We got this guy. We got this guy. What do we got to do for you, buddy? All right, there's a couple of areas that I think silver would look good on you. Oh no, we gotta do the red first. We gotta do the layering of like the red on the shoulders and whatnot. Okay. Oh, so good news, everybody. For people who missed out early on, excellent news. I don't think it was actually Rogue Trader acting up. I think what happened is my Ethernet cables had just begun to fuck up. There's probably some place you can go to buy a gun and a burger. I have to imagine. Or like, oh, the idea of going to a burger and then like behind the burger shop is like a shooting range. I'm not even a gun dude, and I think that sounds like fun. I would love to eat a burger and then go out back and shoot some targets, you know? I guess you can buy a burger and a fucking and a gun at a Walmart. You're not wrong. You definitely can do that. You can definitely do that. I don't know if the Walmarts sell guns as much as they used to, but I know I grew up in areas where you could buy like a hunting rifle at a Walmart. That was like a pretty common occurrence where I grew up. It's gotta go to all the reds and kind of layer that on again. Yeah, it's like pizza at Taco Bell, but it's just like gun store. Why not? Oh, black powder salt, but where it's just like really heavily peppered fries. Ooh, I do like me a really heavily peppered fry. I do like that. I do like, yeah, we haven't seen them in there for 10 years. I mean, to be fair, I don't go to Walmart very often these days. Target has basically supplanted Walmart as like a place I go to if I need to buy something stupid and quick. Where it's like, do I need paper towels? Target, sure. Every time I go to like, I know Walmart's been bad. Like I know the reputation of Walmart people has been a thing, but I also grew up in small towns where that was the only place you could shop. Like unironically, it was just a Walmart. It was like a Walmart, a pizza place, and like maybe a movie theater. That's the kind of area I grew up in. If that gives you the indication why I turned to tabletop role-playing games and like Magic cards and stuff like that. This was the environment I grew up. I had to do something. I had to do something, and it was that or teen pregnancy, and I wasn't quite ready for that yet. I still don't think I'm ready to knock anyone up, but I definitely didn't want to do that when I was 15. Yeah, like that was the era where going to Walmart was a thing to do. I like how all of you assume me being pregnant. I don't know why, but I think that's just like transplanting a desire onto my sentence. But yeah, no, legitimately there was not a lot there. Also, Grind, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Someone get a commission done. If you nerds fucking want to put your money where your mouth is and go for it, fucking go for it. I will say, I did not commission Pregnant Hal. I didn't do that, but I realize I haven't got a whole lot of new art for my new model. So I did actually get a couple of scabs last night. It's probably not going to be until like January, February before those like really materialize. But hey, there we go. I don't want to be aliens, Gregnet. That's just exploding. I don't want to explode. I do not wish to rupture. To go into the office and so I was voluntold to come in. Oh, that sounds fucking brutal. Like, the sad thing is, like, if it wasn't for that situation, being given a bike sounds like a good day. But like, if it's to force you to do some annoying work bullshit, that is hella unfortunate. Organonauts, God, I love. That's still one of the most like the videos that holds up very well for me. Just like just the fucking like. Once again, Yahoo Answers. I'm a little bit sad Yahoo Answers is gone. I didn't expect this conversation. I will say my streams are a bit more deranged than a typical mini painting stream. I don't know if you came in through the YouTube's not YouTube, the VTuber side or the mini painting side, but I know for me compared to like other mini painters, my chats are a whole different beast compared to them, which is good. I like that. I like having that as an option. See, I missed out on Prime Yahoo Answers. I was aware of Yahoo, but like I wasn't asking Yahoo for shit. I would not trust strangers on Yahoo for like important things that I needed. Their business model requires the government to subsidize their payroll. I mean, good. Walmart has been kind of like a huge bastard of a company forever, so any amount of regulation on it is good. That is the ideal shit. The armor still has these like little bits where it's like I can still see the gold peeking through it. I don't know if that's going to be a feature or a bug. Let's see a CPT audio explanation. They replaced it. Oh, tragic, unfortunate. Fun on there for my parents. Watchful eyes. Ah, gotcha. What was I doing on early internet? I was on. Oh, I remember. I was on video game forums. There was a what's it called? There was a forum called One Up, which was the official forums of Electronic Gaming Monthly, which rebranded to like One Up Media or whatever the fuck. And that's where I spent a lot of time on the early internet. That was fun. I really liked that. Haha, nerd. I know, right? Surprising. Absolutely shocking information. That's where I spent a bunch of time. And then like prior to that, I was on the internet every now and then for like, oh, this is fun. Oh, this is fun. So recently, I'm sure some of you have seen her in chat before. A certain Jaruna V, gamer slug extraordinaire, has reintroduced me to Neopets, which I've been fucking around with Neopets a very little bit, because like I never really got to do much Neopets when I grew up, because like I didn't have a steady internet connection, so I would just, and everything was so expensive, so like my pets would just starve constantly because like I could only feed them the soup kitchen. And as a website, also Fox, thank you for shouting out Jor, so everyone knows where the blame lies. What's it called? Cause like I feel like if I would have had steady access to Neopets, I would have become probably a slightly different person. I feel like it would have exacerbated my already autistic sensibilities like significantly. It would have really dialed up my autism real good. Yeah, the Neopets in 2023 is amazing because like the website is still trying to make the transition to Web 2.0, like the new HTML5 internet, but it's in like a weird state where it's like certain games are broken, certain things don't work, certain things have not been relevant in years but still have pages. And like me navigating what is what has been wild. So I'd be like, okay, let's go to this place. Oh yeah, no, this game has been dead because it never made the transition off of Flash. Some things have been remade. Some games have been remade in like regular HTML. A lot of them just is just dead. Like it's just like they're just not active. It is entirely busted. Expect a paintbrush collection. I do have a pretty big paintbrush collection. Not Neopets though. I'm still very much poverty tier, but I can actually afford a paintbrush. The neo-bourgeoisie drama. I know very little. I know very little about Neopets drama. I'm aware that there's tons because, yeah, a website like Neopets would definitely have layers of, like, labyrinthine drama that's just been built up for fucking decades at this point. I know nothing about it, though, which is very fun. Talk to the... I'm Gorion, I'm not gonna lie. I needed 3 Neopets friends, and I was like, all right, Joru, Echo, and I was like, who do I think plays Neopets in 2023? REP. And then I was like, hey, can I get your Neopets name? And she's like, here you go. Also, I can give you all the fucking tips. So yes, that's how I did my tutorial quest to get free 3 Neopets friends. That definitely happened. Old stickers were added to the drop pool destroy, and then oh god, the fact that there's like a dedicated Neopet stock system is fucking bananas. Also, Evil Steve, have yourself a good night and take it easy, yo. See, I also generally avoid drama too, but like every now and then I'll hear some of it just through osmosis, and I'm like, what the fuck? This shit's wild. This shit's wild. Also, it doesn't help that when I decided to, what's it called? I decided to give all my pets horrible names. Would you guys like to see the starter pet I chose in Neopets? I've replaced him with a Grundo, but this is my first pet I got. Him, Toe Licker Supreme. I was trying to find like a horrible sounding name for my pet that was not taken, and you know what? Boy, howdy, was that name not taken. Nobody took that. And I got this random event when I was just moving around the website, and I was like, oh, this is good to screenshot out of context. This is fun out of context behavior. So yeah, it is free real estate. So like well, see, I'm in my 30s, and I've never cared for drama. I don't, because like I like hanging out with like people who enjoy things and creatives and stuff like that. I technically, like, if I never get any other positive experience from Neopets, I've already technically like gotten enough out of it. But like, I don't like drama. I don't like things being bad. I want everyone to have a fun time. So I could not give a fuck about it. I really don't care. I just want things to be good and happy and like everybody have a good time. So I just don't like it. Yeah, that's why I generally avoid VTuber drama too. Like I only technically know about the whole like not safe, like the whole artistic nudity thing, because it technically indirectly affects me, and also because it's really hard not to, because that was kind of like a big thing. But like for small stuff, no, just look at small green princess feet on the internet. Well, you've definitely advanced. You've definitely evolved to a higher state of being. Yeah, I don't want to deal with drama. I don't like it. I don't like it. I that's why I try to stay drama free. Also, if you've ever been like having a light bit of banter with someone in my chat, and that they're also having a fun time of banter, and you see me like swoop in, like, everybody calm down, calm down. It's because it's like I'm so afraid of like legitimate like drama and like killing the vibe that like I get real paranoid about that. And usually you guys are like, "How, we're just kidding." I'm like, okay, just being sure. Just being sure. Yeah, the fucking I heard that the Neopet Scientology arc, they were like relatively hands off, which is interesting. Yeah, I mean, I will be painting the Kingdom Death models at some point, because I did get Kingdom Death Monster during Black Friday, but yeah, no. I'll never be able to paint the Wet Nurse, which, to be fair, I think the Wet Nurse has not been available for years. So like I cannot imagine how much a legitimate wet nurse model costs these days. It has to be a ton. It has to be a whole fucking lot. There's no way that shit's cheap. Or the Lucifer twins, yeah, which is just like there's a Kingdom Death pinup model where Satan is split into two saucy anime women, and all of her armor is painted as all of her armor is tongue, so she can constantly lick herself. Also, hello, Estopa. Unfortunately, I only speak English, but I'm currently painting some Warhammer models. How you doing? Hopefully, you're having a good time. I saw the guy with the bad dragon dice again. Did you reveal that you know what they are now? Like, have you revealed your power level on that just yet? Ooh, 100 punches. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Also, this guy's arm snapped off, which is unfortunate. But also, I think I'm just gonna glue it on proper style. How do the arms provide? It's Kingdom Death's version of Satan. You're not gonna damage Satan very much anyway. So like that's kind of just like a moot point. Like that's never gonna be a thing you're gonna have to worry about. We're gonna have to do that. You're waiting for your set to show up. Nice. So just get your own set and then just look at him dead in the eye and just be like, I fucking know. God, this is an unfortunate where it's like there's like just enough of a divot. Gotta like take my old scrunkly clippers and just try to like mash that out. Well, Rusted, do you want to explain to Night Owl what kind of dice you're getting? Would you like to reveal that information? Yeah. Oh, the best Kingdom Death model in terms of just being absurd, like lewd but in a goofy way, is the Panty Witch. And I know you have an idea in your head of like, oh boy, I wonder what the Panty Witch looks like. You're wrong. And it's not your fault. There's no way you could possibly know. There's no way you can know that. Oh, so I'm currently using, I mostly use Vallejo paints these days. This is Vallejo burnt red for the shoulder pads. I'm re-gluing on his arm though, because I do not like that. Let's see, if I can find a picture of her real quick, I'll post it, because technically it's like, not particularly unsafe for work. Oh, there we go. Let me see if I can just find that real quick. I missed out on getting her though, which is unfortunate. I actually don't even know if her model got made. No, I can't find her. God damn it. I am sad that I cannot quickly find the Kingdom Death Panty Witch because her model is amazing. It's effectively she's wearing robes just made of underwear. Like it's actually covers a lot of skin, but it's just kind of fucking wild. I cannot find it on a quick Google search. It's really depressing. But if you go looking for her, you'll probably find her. Is it the Disciple of the Witch? I cannot. Wait, which is which? No. I legitimately would have to look for. I only know her as the Panty Witch. I'm pretty sure what's the reason behind that is that's not her official name. I gotta get a little bit more on this lad. At the very least, if I do nothing else tonight, these guys are like on bases, which is cool. I got their bases basically done. Basically done. Puns. Okay, that was the magical amount of glue to make this. Oh, hold on. Sticking right? That was not sticking right. All right. They have become based and red shouldered. All right. You're gonna go off to the side a bit while you're drying. Playing Project Zomboid and Stitch on. Basically, yeah, it's effectively like turning loose underwear into a fucking goddamn cloak, and it's a very funny design because technically it's lewd, but also it's like very safe for work in a weird way. I don't know. But yeah, I actually do have Kingdom Death pinup models. I got the Pinups of Death 3 like 2 Black Fridays ago. And I wasn't gonna get anything for Kingdom Death this year. I did look though, and I was like, oh, I can get Kingdom Death Monster for like a reasonable price. I'm never gonna get a price that good for Kingdom Death Monster. So I will be painting Kingdom Death Monster during what's it called? during 2024. I want to do like a Zatsu's Nod stream where I talk about like my plans for next year and just like run some ideas by you guys and just kind of like a cozy Christmas time. I think that would be fun. I don't know if I want to do that for next The thing is, like, I could do that next Saturday, but also I still need to go back to I still need to get like Mass Effect 3 going again, or else I'm never going to finish that game. And I can't not finish Mass Effect 3. I've already spent too much time doing 1 and 2. Penny from Penny. God, Penny Stocking was so good. I'm still kind of amazed that there is going to be a second season because for years I internalized A Night to Gynax Ruined Christmas. Because that was like that was what between that and like the whole rebuilds being left on hold. The fact that those are now both solved is bananas. I still haven't seen the fourth rebuild. I still have not seen the fourth Ava rebuild movie yet. I need to do that. Yeah, wish us all the expansions. I was all Fred thinking, welcome. God, yeah, I have no one to play with. Yeah, that's a mood. I realistically don't know if I'll ever find anyone in person to play Kingdom Death with. Which I was like, oh, Lagerman, how you doing? How you doing? You're based in their Moloch. I guess that's true. I don't know. Also, thank you for the sub. Thank you. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. Oh God, I refuse to acknowledge any Fully Cooley after the OG series. I'm aware that there was alternative in the other one, and I don't know. I don't care if they're any good or not. Yeah, I think some of the bigger like artists. I don't think the Satan ones are artist proofs. Now I think about, but like the ones that are kind of made for artist ones are very nice. I think I have there's like a witch who's like lying on a. Also, Legerman, thank you for giving Toe Liquor Supreme a sub. I'm sure the lad appreciates it. I'm sure the lad appreciates it very much. It was like a boater pool. Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, somebody has to be the friend that owns it, and I can justify it myself. I can justify it because like I wanted it. I've been wanting it for years. And I can paint the models on stream, so that way I can be like, oh, it's content. Whoa. That's all, Vicky. How you doing? Welcome. How you doing? I'm working on the lads. I feel like they're always just gonna have like little bits in their red armor that's just gonna be like little gold bits poking out. And I think that's just gonna be a thing. It's a tax legit. So I do unironically put a lot of my VTuber stuff as tax write-offs. Usually not the models. Usually it's I mean by models I mean like these. I usually do it as like VTuber gear and stuff like that. I cannot remember how to do a gifted sub. I think you can just go to like the sub button and just choose a specific username from there. I think that's what you got to do. Like somebody is. Oh, that's fair. I mean, it's a lot. We're all allowed to have like different. We're all allowed to have different tastes, you know. About which did he start? Oh, that's the Panty Witch. Thank you. Let me see if I can find a good picture of that. Also, Fred Tico, thank you for your sub. Thank you. Sir. Let's see if I can find Death. Okay, I don't have a full body available, but I can show you her head. Which I think this is, like I said, this is technically safe for work, I think. Share my favorite moment so far. Let's fucking go. Red Queen from Vampire Hunter. I still need to watch Vampire Hunter to like 100%. But yeah, check it out, everybody. This is what I was talking about. Where like she's wearing an outfit made of women's underwear, just kind of it's technically a very smart design, and then it's taking a theme and it's like really going hard into the paint. Oh god, even the fucking skulls on her like little brooch have fucking Ponzu on them. Oh, excellent. It's fucking bananas. Oh god, hold on. Excellent. See, I watched Shimonetta and I just didn't finish it. It just didn't quite get me at the very, very end. Like I was kind of like, oh, this is fine, and I just kind of stopped. cut off for 100 years, and the small girl just standing there at him and talks about slowly turned to face her. It just says "be gone." She runs away. Oh, that's fucking excellent. I've always really liked the idea of like lost feudal worlds and stuff like that, where like they're just like simple farmers and peasants and whatnot, and then one day a fucking space marine descends from the sky, and they're like, "What the fuck is this shit?" He probably would. I've been lucky. I got Bell Buddy to draw like a couple of like random sketch suggestions over the years, which has been fun. Oh yeah, no, legitimately, there's a very good in the Chaos Space Marine Codex from the third edition one. There's a really fun story about a guy who was effectively a barbarian who lived on a planet that basically got attacked by space marines, and all of their gods were the chaos gods under the guise of like magical winds that they worshipped and asked favors for. And then a Black Legion guy showed up as a prophet and was like, "I'm going to take you to the stars, my dude. I just need you to kill a space marine." And the main character before that story did. And the prophet was like, "Oh, you're going to have a fun time. You're going to have a fun time amongst the stars." And I was like, "Oh, I really like that. I love that kind of shit where it's like you get to see that weird like tech disparity of 40K and like full force." That's a very good export. There should be a Discord link. Hold on, I can do it if you're not in my Discord already. Discord, oh. It can't be because it's so huge. I mean, that's got to be an issue where it's just like, oh, I would like to do normal people things, but I'm so fucking buff. I'm a fucking huge space buff man. How am I gonna huge space buff man my way out of this? It's fair. It's the good shit. It's the good shit. Also reminds you, like, there's like a very old Cat Dog episode where God, this is really a weird episode when I think about it. But in that episode, Cat Dog got so buff that they could not actively like pick up anything, and the only way they could shrink down so they could pick up shit was to go into the sauna and sweat themselves back to their normal size. Cat Dog was a weird show in hindsight. In hindsight, I never really questioned how weird Cat Dog was, which I know the premise is weird, as like it's a cat and a dog stuck to each other, but that's not even like, in cartoon logic, it's not even that fucking bizarre. Those drawings overthrown. Man, I wish I had the dedication to fighting games, because the universe of Guilty Gear looks like a lot of fun. Yeah, oh yeah, Ren and Stimpy was weird too. Especially there was a while on what's it called, on like Spike TV, where they tried to be Ren and Stimpy for adults, and they like there was a bit where like Ren and Stimpy in that had sex, and like they were being explicit, where like Stimpy was like, "You're the pitcher, I'm the catcher," and I was like a little teenager watching that, and I watched Ren and Stimpy when I was younger, and I saw the reboot, and I was like, this feels weird. This feels strange. I don't know if that makes it a minority. I feel like most people like Guilty Gear over BlazBlue. I feel like BlazBlue was a very specific era of stuff. I know I do like Ragnar. I think Ragnar the Blood Edge is a very fun character. I think Ragnar's a very, very fun character. And I do like a lot of the BlazBlue characters, but I think unfortunately Guilty Gear definitely won the like franchise popularity thing over the years. Let's see. Oh, Fake Off, how you doing? I thought that was normal. That's what I thought too. I thought that was pretty normal. I said he just can't work the small button with his giant. Yeah, because like Magnus Calgard has like even for Space Marines, big gauntlets. Really, maybe it's like a regional thing. I was always under the impression that like this is my thought. It was that like that BlazBlue was a fun franchise, but it was put together because there was some rights fuckery with the license of Guilty Gear, which is why they did not make a new Guilty Gear game for years. And eventually that got solved, so they kind of went back to doing what they really wanted to do. See, I've played one BlazBlue game, and it was not the Ruby crossover. It was I think it was just like the first BlazBlue game, because it was just on the 360, and I wanted to play an anime fighting game on the 360. Took everyone but Sid and Kai. Ah, okay, but that was it. Okay then. Yeah, it was like that was very odd. God, rights fuckery stuff is always really, really fun. I think it was Calamity Trigger, yeah. I don't know. I know like John K, like the Ren and Stimpy guy, is like, I don't know if he's actually done anything, so I cannot comment, but I know he's one of those people that people are like, yeah, he does good work, but he's like also a huge prick and we don't like working with him. That like there's always that kind of person that's like, it doesn't matter how good they are at a thing, they become so caustic that nobody wants to work with them because they're just a huge asshole. What's up, good friend? Have yourself a good lurk and take it easy, yo. Have yourself a good night. Have a good night. Right. Right. Am I missing an arm? Oh, this is the captain guy. Okay, I was like, where do your arms go, my dude? Okay. Excellent. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't Red Stimpy. Wasn't my. The thing is, like, there was other weirder kind of similar cartoons I remember liking more, like Cow and Chicken was kind of like sort of like Ren and Stimpy ish. I don't even know if that might have even been the same people. Man, Raven, Soul, and Kai appear in Guilty Gear cheat. Oh, okay. Ah, good to know. Good to know. It's from Monk about how he kept knocking things over. That is very funny when they acknowledge that, like, yeah, everybody's stomping around in big stompy around armor. That is some pretty excellent shit. Red guy. Oh yeah, and his. Cause like it was kind of weird because like Red guy from like that was effectively just like a demon, like very explicitly like a devil or a demon or something. But he also just had like very like well defined buns for a cartoon, which was an odd choice. Not that I think it's like, oh, they shouldn't have showed that to children. It's more just like, how did that get greenlit? Like who who was like, ah yes, let's put let's put this nonsense on Cartoon Network. Yeah, like the thing is for me, I like the idea of fighters. And probably if I did just like story mode or whatever, I'd probably be fine. I would probably be fine. But like I always feel like that's like such a minor portion of these games, and I just never sat down to get invested. I tell you that the one Guilty Gear game I played like any length of time was Guilty Gear Isuka, which is not the Guilty Gear you want to play, but like man, I really like Abba's design. I really like Abba's design, but I don't think she's ever coming back. I think she's basically dead forever. Or not acknowledged. Oh, like James Cameron? Oh yeah, I've kind of heard I've heard James Cameron's kind of a dick. I don't know quite what level of asshole he is, but I've heard he's kind of difficult. Yeah. She's living with her key husband. Oh yeah, because like wasn't the key was like her husband transformed? Also, good for her. I can appreciate when a character has like a significant other that they want to spend time with. But yeah, no, she had a very excellent design though. She had a very excellent design. Yeah. Gonna keep layering up this red a bit. It was just a sapient key. Oh, okay. Oh, god damn it. I'm a fucking idiot. There's a purity symbol like underneath. There's a purity symbol underneath this fucking arm, and I just made it actively hard to reach. I said, oh Manuel, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? I am painting. Oh god, I gotta get into the crevice. Hopefully this doesn't fuck things over too much. Tormented the fuck out people in the center of the abyss. Like I was actually oh fuck that then. Like I can understand like there's directors that are difficult, but if you're actively causing harm to your actors, you need to fuck off. Doesn't matter how realistic the shot gets. Like don't torture people. That's shit. Apple's a true Keyblade master. Speaking about long RPG series that one of these days I would like to do on stream. Wouldn't I guess? I think he's dead. Oh damn. Yeah, I guess being dead does make it hard to talk about that kind of stuff. Did I opt into the streak thing? I think the streak just kind of happens. I don't know. Harrison Ford staples the hat on to keep it from blowing. Jesus Christ. What? I mean, I guess that's hardcore, but that sounds. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't care. I don't care how good acting I guess that is. So how you doing, Squiggy? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Also, hold on, I'm gonna turn on my heat. I'm getting very melty right. Oh, that's why it's super hot. At some point, it got twisted around so it was doing max heat and not min heat. Oh, that would do that. I was like, why am I dying? It's like it can't be that can't be a reason. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, like no, yeah, I don't think it because like at the end of the day, movies are goofy, haha, funny things. Like they're entertainment. I don't want anyone to get hurt attempting to do movie bullshit. It's like I go ahead and do the purity seals for a lot of these guys. I'm debating whether I want to continue to kind of do these like I'm doing it right now, where it's like kind of sort of like not mechanical style, but like yeah, no, kind of like assembly style is what I mean. Like if I want to keep doing these more assembly line, or if I want to be like this one's ready for wash, this one's ready. I guess eventually they're all going to meet up in the middle. They're all going to meet up for the wash. Oh yeah, by the way, if anyone did not get to see her yesterday, I painted this model with Pepega on stream, and I want to get her washed up. This is Yinjastre from the Yundrasta from the Age of Sigmar Dominion box. Except I have an alternate helmet on mine and candles. So many goddamn candles. I want to give her an oil wash because that's her next step, but also because she has a similar color scheme to my Minotaurs. Wax plate. I don't know. I feel like I know there's like acting glue where it's like you put that on your head and like the glue keeps everything kind of like glued on, so you don't have to worry about shit like that. But I don't know. Actors are just way more hardcore, I guess. So let's get this little bit done so I can glue the captain's gun to his arm. And then once again, also, I guess at the very least, as long as I can just like not have as many loose parts flopping around my desk. So if they're at least self-contained work in progress models. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a big. I mean, you guys kind of know me. I like doing more older movies because I either think they do the craft better or I find their fuck ups to be charming when it's not like this is made by a committee. This movie must get this amount of money, so we must target these demographics. And I know to a certain degree, a lot of movies have always kind of been made like that, but I think there is like a time where it's like a lot worse now than it used to be. But speaking about good movies, hey everybody, hey everybody. Sec. Listen, Toliker Supreme is a varied person with multitudes. Aren't there truly multitudes within us all? Yes, Toliker Supreme might be a weird frog from Neopets, but also he might be the East Witch from Kingdom Death. You never know. 660 to know. Yeah, that's also true. That's also true. Yeah. So, also speaking about excellent movies that have withstood the test of time. Hey, everybody! For movie night on Thursday, we're watching the Star Wars Holiday Special. Oh yeah, he's a quiggle. My bad. Listen. I've been back in the Neobet shit for like 2 days, and I still don't really know what I'm doing on that website. Like, I don't have a goal to build towards, so I'm mostly just exploring it like it's a fucking like it's a fucking like dead mall. Like it's an abandoned building that I can be like, oh, stuff used to be here. Ah, people used to frolic here in these fancy fields. Yeah, yeah, he's got two forms, Frog and Panty Witch. God, I'm so ready for the holiday special though. I've I watched like what's it called? I watched like 3 seconds of it because I need to make sure that what we're going to be watching will work. And it was enough that I'm like, oh boy, this is going to be bad. Rustin, is it too late to get a? So I know Steam does a thing that if you like return a game within like 2 hours, you can get a refund. Does the Epic Game Store have something similar? Is there like a refund equivalent that you can just kind of mash out real quick because you could be like, sorry, game do not work. Can I get money back, please? Hopefully you can. And yeah, I keep hearing that like that the Godzilla -1 movie had a very limited budget, but it also did a lot with a little, which is neat. I do want to see that something like that. You played for less than 2 hours. Near Automata is a white whale game of mine. It is a white whale game of mine. Not that I don't own it. I own it. I own Near Automata. Getting it's not the issue. Is that every time in my life I've tried to play Near Automata from start to finish, something has come up and has totally just made it so I cannot finish that game. And really, the funny thing is I'm kind of at the point where it's not that I don't care about my stream content, but I've also been kind of in like, fuck it, I'll stream long ass CRPGs. I don't give a shit anymore. I don't care if that's like bad idea, but I've been having fun, and a lot of you seem to be having fun. So maybe I'll put Nier Automata somewhere on the list because I do want to finish Big Bot Robot Simulator one of these days. Yeah, I've been generally happy the kind of couple of niche movies I went to theaters to watch. Like I watched Shin Kamen Rider and had like a pretty good time there as well. This is even on Max, so it's approved instantly. Oh, okay. So I'm glad you can get your money then. Assuming that you automatically get your money. 9S's best girl. No, wrong. Wrong. The very little I remember about it, if we're going entirely on looks, I think the Yora Commander is like really is like mwah, it's very, very nice. Yeah, I don't know. What kind of nerdos would watch me play a goofy long ass RPG? Imagine. I say that as I hold you all at gunpoint as I play through Mass Effect 3. I still like the entire time I play Mass Effect 3, I'm like, do I like this yet? Oh, this part's kind of fine. Oh, this part's dumb. I say this is someone setting a mat. That's valid. That's valid. You can't control your descent into madness. It's fine. All right, your arm is good. So the thing is with the sword is I want to do like what's it called? Like a power sword kind of setup. I need to look at like the typical power sword schemes. Let's see, let me pull that up. Acknowledging that you've done through the first two. Yeah, like there are good elements, but like Kai Lang showed up recently, and I'm like, man, fuck that guy. Well, the thing is, like, for me, I am definitely someone where, like, the end contributes to the sum of its parts. There's some people that are like, they can take a movie or a game or a book and judge each component individually. If they're like, all right, 9/10 of this movie is good and the last 10th is dog shit. Overall, great movie. Me, I'm definitely like the whole package needs to get like taken into account. So like for me, it was like pretty good, whatever, pretty neat, whatever. This is bad. This is okay. And then the ending is absolutely just fucked my brain up. And then so like I stick with that because it ruined like the ending legitimately got to me. Where I'm like, man, I dislike this. Let's see, how do I do this? There's different schools for handling power swords when it comes to painting those. Like there's some people that keep it metallic. There's some people that kind of like build make the entire sword like red and kind of like transition to that. God, I have so many options for how I want to do this. I could do the energy at the top. How the fuck do I want to do my power sword, everybody? This is actually pretty important. I could just go. Let's see. What if I do like power sword red? Make a bright energy kind of red. Did I put up my orange? No, I got my orange out. The music stop. I think the music must stop. Nope, we good. It's just taking its bit. Yeah, everybody's Kai Lang, everyone's favorite master assassin, you know? But yeah, going through Mass Effect 3, there are legitimately a lot of stuff that I'm like, this is not too bad. This is relatively neat to me. Oh, there's so many different ways to do a power sword. Yeah, I could do the thing where it's like I do like bright red in the middle, and then I kind of like move it towards like, or I could even do like orange in the middle. Actually, how do I do the blasters for my gun? It's like, oh, I know what I can do. I know I can do this example. Hold on. So this is gonna sound dumb, but my Neurothictor, hey, it's her, it's lady. I kind of did like a neat like energy color move from like a dark red to kind of a bright orange. Maybe I could do that with the power sword. Let's try that. All right, let's get that going. So I think what we need to do to start is get I need to grab a very specific red that I know is somewhere on my table. I even went and cleaned up a lot. There we go. Here we go. I did actually clean up a decent amount. Yeah, that's also true too when like Miranda's like, watch out, Shepard. Kai Lang is fucking dangerous. I'm like, oh, fuck off. I don't care. I don't care. He's a fucking idiot moron and I hate him. I wish upon him testicular torsion, like quite a bit. All right, so what we're gonna do with this. There we go. Get like a nice. I'll probably have to go back later and repaint over like the little energy spike things, which is fine. Yeah, I hear that guy has like a 24 pack and he's wanted in 10 star systems and I heard he's really cool. There we go. All right, so we're building up a red on this. I have a very thinned out red right now. I'll probably need to layer it a little bit, but maybe not. All right, just kind of make it sure that it's not too super. I think I thinned it out maybe too much, but I'm trying to just kind of like spread the pigment around. But yeah, no, and I know it's because Kai Lang is supposed to be like, ah, yes, a nemesis for Shepard, but they did it in the dumbest way ever. You know what I heard is that Rexley has 3 testicles because Kai Lang cut off one of them in a fucking Turian military raid. Yeah. Yeah. I know. Yeah, I know. Rex is not a Turian, but like he was doing Turian mercenary stuff for the Turians, and Kai Lang, who's definitely cool and not me, kind of went in there and like stabbed them a bunch in the dick. And yeah, that's why he only has 3 testicles. Yeah, because of Kai Lang. Yeah, like it feels like that. It's like in the same way that like I like Baldur's Gate 3, but a lot of party members are definitely written extremely try hard. I heard Kai Lang loves your mom. Oh, Kai Lang. Whoa. Honestly, that was during like peak your mom era shit. Like that could have easily slipped in there. It is I, Kai Lang, the dick stabber. All right, let's let that try a bit. What else we got going on? Oh, this guy. We can work on this guy's like various reds a bit. No, not this guy. Oh, we could. Oh no, this guy's reds do need Reddit a bit. Okay. No, actually, we'll be doing both. The goal is I'm going to be doing Rogue Trader on Tuesdays until eventually it is done, and then I'll be doing Mass Effect on Saturdays until it is done. And I think this is kind of what I want to talk about, like what game I want to do next on like a kind of like what to expect in 2024 stream. I'm thinking Deus Ex, maybe, or Stalker. Those are kind of 2 that I've kind of have my eyes on. But there's a couple of other games that's kind of on there because like I like having like 2 mini painting days and 2 video game days, you know. So it's like one of those might be, like I said, like it could be one of those 2 options, you know. Full frontal nudity, only on my Only House, the website that does not exist. Oh, this guy's actually got like a lot of red bits. It makes happy. I mean, I do appreciate that sentiment, but the thing is, I am ostensibly an entertainer. So like, there's a lot of games that make me happy. But whether they'll also make you happy, that intersection is technically what I need to do. So like, that's why I want to run. Like, would I enjoy streaming incredibly long Nippon Ichi dungeon crawlers? Yeah. Would that be the best thing to do? Probably not a great idea. Especially if you're a new person, you come in on hour like 35. Because at the very least, Mass Effect is like, oh, I don't like if you played Mass Effect, it was probably like a while ago. So it doesn't really matter if you know exactly what's going on that stream. Yeah, there's like happy compromise stuff. Exactly. Yeah, see, that's the kind of thing where it's like, and like I every now and then I do stream things that I don't think are necessarily gonna be audience digestible. Everybody who when I stream Dungeona, I appreciate the ones that stuck out through it, but I understand the weird claymation game that has a dedicated pregnancy room where you learn the ins and outs of being a midwife. I understand that is a very specific thing. That's a very specific interest. Or like how in that game there was a movie theater where the guy did a movie about him and a blow-up doll going on an adventure in like somewhere in Scotland. I understand that is a very specific thing. I understand. And I know a lot of people ducked out of that because they're like, how this is actively crunching my brain. I get it. Every now and then I will do shit like that to indulge myself. But overall, I like to think that like I want to do things that appeal to both of us. Dungeona is a wild game, and I would recommend it. I would recommend it if you like really esoteric indie game content. But I understand very indie esoteric game content. Like the guy, Jack King Spooner, has a Christmas game. And I'm fluctuating wildly between do I want to play his Christmas game on stream or do I not? Because it hasn't been that long since I've indulged into one of his fucking like weirdo fun time adventures. For people who don't know, for the premise of Dungeona is that you are a mother. Your husband and your daughter went off in the woods to bury a dead, went to the desert to bury a dead hamster, but have not come back. Oh, hello, Nuggets! Welcome, everybody. Welcome. How you doing, everybody? I'm explaining. I was like, oh, Headless, how you doing? Or the Headless, how you doing? If you do not know me, I am Howard the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety, and today we're painting some Space Marine Minotaurs, and we're talking about Dungeona, a very strange claymation game that I had a lot of fun with. It is borderline incomprehensible, but I love the fuck out of it. Oh yeah, there's the new, is that a new, like, what is Grand Blue Rising? I understand that there was a fucking Grand Blue fighting game, which is somebody who used to play Grand Blue but never got super deep because the grind was too much. I am definitely curious. But like oh god, too much came out. Minotaurs actually, Minotaurs. Hold on, I can show you my Minotaur Dreadnought. I have to go pick it up real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna go limp. I'm still in the same room. Don't worry. Hey, oh, I should trip on key. I played a 3 himbos. Oh yeah, the fucking like I do like those. Those guys are very fun. They've been pretty fun in general. Maybe I'll have to look into it. Maybe I'll have to look into it at some point. But yeah, here's my Minotaur. Hold on, let me do medium zoom real quick. Oh, there we go. Here's my Minotaur Dreadnought that I painted a while ago. Technically, the first Space Marine thing I've actually finished in like 2 years, but I'm not a Space Marine player. Primarily, I do Nurgle and Chaos and Skaven and whatnot. Yeah, it's me. I'm real. I'm a real boy. Hopefully, COVID doesn't kill the scene to the. Oh, is that why they did? Is it like effectively a reboot because of that? I got the. That's how you doing, old man. Welcome. How you doing? Oh, that was you. Oh, okay. Ah, that makes a lot of sense now. Okay. I'm seeing the old man connection now. Okay. But yeah, I be a miniature painting VTuber. So boy, I'm a miniature painting VTuber, so I do a lot of mini painting stuff for all the nuggets come in. Well, I hope you had fun with the Catboy Himbo fighting game. I am currently working on, like I said, I'm working on some Minotaur. I'm working on some Minotaur fucking Terminators. I'm trying to like I want to get a power sword. I'm just kind of like freestyling painting a power sword to make it kind of glow a little bit like fiery energy. I don't think it's gonna I don't know. I should have prepped this a bit more, so I don't know how the end result's gonna turn out, but we'll find out. Yeah, at the end of the day, too, like I'm also kind of on the mind. I've been very much on the mindset recently of just try it, and if it doesn't work out, don't sweat it and move on to the next mini. It's actually been really, really good for like getting shit done and like not that I'm going Menhera over minis though. Menhera, oh god, man, Menhera over minis sounds like a fucking. I have to use that at some point. I have to use that as like a for something. I have to. That name is too good. That name is too good to waste. Um, I need to write that down. Hold on. I need to write that down. Chotomate. Use okay. Yeah, I had to put that in my obsidian, so I do not forget that. I do not forget that. But yeah, maybe I'll have to look at it. I don't know. We were talking about anime fighters earlier and how I like the idea of them, but I've never like really sat down and kind of like pushed myself into getting good at any anime fighters. So, but like from the outsider's perspective, they seem cool. They seem cool. I've played a couple over the years. Like I played a little bit of like the Persona 4 Arena, BlazBlue Calamity Trigger. I technically bought Guilty Gear Strive, but I think by the time I got Guilty Gear Strive, it was basically on the way out anyway. Or I think like yeah, the newest one is not Strive. It's like the last one was Strive, I believe. Okay, there we go. I just keep this incredibly, incredibly thin. Oh, and Strive has delays. Which one did I get then? What was the last Guilty Gear I bought? Hold on. I did buy one on sale a while ago, and I've done nothing with it. Oh, should probably. Oh, it's getting a little watery. Zerd, that might be it. Yes, it was Zerd. I think I got Guilty Gear Zerd. Xerd? I don't know how you pronounce. I don't know how you pronounce any of this shit. Probably need to feather it up, but yeah, I think that's the one I got. My Steam cannot connect to the server. Weird. Okay, it's fine. Guilty. Yeah, yeah, Zerd sign. There we go. Okay, I got that. XRD. I mean, that also works too. I mean, I was also the kind of person that I did not know how to pronounce Hunter Hunter. I thought it was like Hunter X Hunter because nobody told me you weren't supposed to pronounce that. And then I do know some people like, oh, you mean Hunter Cross Hunter, and I'm like, that also sounds like it could be right. I don't see why that couldn't be right. You know, pronounce Hunter Zunter. Yeah, exactly. How would you know? How would you know otherwise? All right, we're getting. I'm feathering on some energy buildup on this bad boy. Yeah, make up your mind. I don't know. I don't know. Hunter, Hunter, run from Hisoka. Yeah, The funny thing is, all my knowledge from Hunter Hunter is like I knew a lady that would ship Gon and Hisoka. She was one of those people that's like incredibly nice lady and like very sweet, but has like the most fucked up ships because I guess that's just what activates her neurons. And it was always just like, huh, hmm. I don't think she ever said that. Like, I think she acknowledged it was like, yeah, this is a weird thing to be into, but that was just her thing, I guess. This is this is kind of layering. It's Hunter XD Hunter. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is kind of working. This is kind of working. Like I said, I did not have a plan for this. So I'm just gonna keep kind of like roughly feathering on some colors until eventually I gotta get like a little bit down here too, where like the little energy beam thingy is. So I don't know who that other character is, but I'm sure it's fine. I don't know. I've never really been into shipping a whole lot. Like I know some people hate the idea of shippers. I don't dislike people who ship things. I just don't have strong opinions, I guess. They get married. Oh, okay. Wait. When they say they get married, you mean the Hisoka and Illumi, not not Illumi and their brother. Okay. Then again, I don't know. Like that. Shippers are so fucking annoying. Oh, as a food Joshi, I find that very funny, Amy. I mean, I know you just kind of just want to see filthy dudes bone down, bone style. Um, that was not the stance I would expect you to take, though. If I kind of get it, if I actually, kind of feather it like this, like at this angle, this kind of looks like ooh, 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 accidental technique maybe acquired. I don't know if you guys can super see this, but on my end, there's like a very fine kind of like streaky gradient. Oh, okay, I see how it is. It's like a self-loathing thing. Gotcha, gotcha. That certainly makes a lot of sense. Carry on then. Carry on. Also, I want them to have feelings. I feel like the feeling's the important part, you know? So this is gonna get really awkward, but I can only really paint this thing I'm trying to do at this angle, so bear with me, choto mate. Get like trying to or if maybe from this angle, if I do it like this, it's like basically the same deal. Oh yeah, there we go. Yes, feather it. What's up, boy? How you doing, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? If you do not know me, I am Halbernot the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety. And what the fuck were you up to? Oh, what special event? Oh wait, no, you're doing a model debut. That sounds right. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm currently painting some space marines that are not chaos space. Surprisingly, I'm painting up some minotaurs. Yeah, look at the lads. They're not. I still have like bits and pieces to do. Um, I thought it would be a good use of my time to slowly build up layering on a power sword, as opposed to everything else. So I make good decisions. I'll make good decisions. But yeah, hopefully your stream went well, and hopefully you're taking it nice and early. If you had a tactical model and doing a charity donor. Ooh, hell yeah. Nice, nice, nice. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Well, I'm guessing that went well, so hell fucking yeah. But if anyone from the raid is curious about anything about minis or what I do or anything like that, I am slowly attempting to build a kind of feathered energy pattern on this sword by going at a angle, and it's working. That's working. I did not have a plan on necessarily doing the power sword today, so I'm definitely like freestyle glazing, I guess, is probably the best way I could summarize this. But for the most part, it seems to be doing pretty good. Yeah, I've been on a weird loyalist kick, and I don't know how I feel about it. There we go. Just soldier to play through the OG Modern Warfare. Oh, very nice, very nice. I played a Modern Warfare game? I don't think so, but I'm not a Rudy 2D point and shooty kind of person. So I mean I play first person games, but usually they're more like the like immersive sims or RPGs and stuff. And I wish I did play more like FPS for shooting purposes because I am a bad aim. Anyone who's seen me do any sort of game with like a that requires any amount of tactical shooting is fucking awful. I feel great about your loyalist kick. No, I'm supposed to be the chaos painting guy. And golden pikey. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Golden Pike E. Thank you for the follow. I'm pretty sure that's the wrong way to pronounce your name. But yeah, welcome to the workshop. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm slowly feathering a power sword. I think the more I kind of just keep layering on this orange, the brighter it'll inherently get. So that's not too bad. Okay, that's a little bit scratchy. A huntress may no, that's not true. Hey, no, when I play Risk of Rain, I play Multi. Multi is my fucking boy for Risk of Rain too. I like him. I like getting the little minigun and procking up all the little cool dots and whatnot. I also like goes fast, you know? Multi's a good option for that. As he hangs up Imperial posters. No, never, never. I'll never do that. Never, ever, ever. Lies and slander. Gotta get more at like an angle. They're not really nice, actually. Or sword. Should really just do more like feathering and stuff like that. Just doing this kind of layering does kind of make a pretty nice result at the end. Whoa, check it out. Hey, it's all good. You had a long stream and you had fun, so take it easy and definitely hopefully you can have a good unwind. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. I'm a sanctioned Xenos. I guess people have told me I'm like the one cool elf they know. So technically you're not wrong. You're not wrong by most definitions I seem to. I will say I find painting really relaxing. If you want to know true relaxation, it's painting terrain. I will 100% say that like I love mini painting a whole lot, but if you want the supremest of relaxations, I would strongly recommend mini painting terrain. There's nothing quite like it in terms of just like sheer just chill bliss. Because like a lot of time, because like when you paint minis, it's like it's in the box and it's nothing. Then you build it up and it's something. And then as you paint it, it looks kind of jank until it finishes up. Terrain, it is until the like you take nothing and you forge it into something. So like the entire process looks very, very nice. There we go. There we go. Excellent. So I think some of you can kind of see the energy of the sword. I might also do like one little bit at the end. Also, hello, Grimmy Art. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And hello. Oh, hold on. Did I get a raid? I did. Hello, me Duke. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, my Mary Swagpian. Hello, Slimy Alien. Hello, Grimmy Art. Hello, Chinchilla. And hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry, I totally missed out on the raid alert for that. Hopefully, you nerds are all doing very good. What the fuck were you up to, nerd? Oh, you're doing Five Nights at Freddy's. Nice. I have never actually played a Five Nights at Freddy's game. I'm aware that they're like relatively solid, but I have not touched that before. But hello, everyone. If you do not know me, I am Howard the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle variety. Oh, I'm painting Warhammer models actually. Also, I feel like considering that I know who's rated on, I gotta show you the mouth teeth. You know. Ah. Anyway, let's get the shit back up. Let's get the shit back. I'm painting Warhammer actually. I'm currently painting some Minotaur chapter Space Marine Terminators. And I'm currently building up a power sword right now. I'm effectively layering and layering and layering a bunch of orange. With the idea is eventually this will kind of build up into something kind of nice and spicy. Oh, thank you for the hydrate too. I need a big stretch. Hello Jedi. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Did I? Okay, so this is the one I didn't do the next layer on. I think what I might do is at the very, very tip of this I'm debating whether I want to do a yellow or if I just want to go directly into a white for a quick. Maybe I'll do a very, very thin yellow on this. I think when I did the energy blast, I stuck with just reds and oranges, but like I think this one could probably do for a little yellow at the tip. Then I'll get the rest of the bits and I'll glue it on the body and I will laugh. the Minotaur. It do be like that. It do be like that. Yeah, these are from the Leviathan box I've had kicking around. Normally I'm a chaos painter if you did not know that already. So the fact that I've been on a weird loyalist streak has been very strange. It's been very, very odd. I've been having fun though. I've been having a lot of fun. I'm still painting some like weird fucked up fat boys too though. So like I got these from Bestiarum. That he is not even close to being like anywhere done, but like getting any color on him has already kind of really upped that up. And Slimy Alien 89, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hell yeah. A non-imperial Masonic Terminatus. I mean, I don't. The wedgie is really up there. Oh no, don't do that. Where's I going with this? But I mean, the funny thing is because ever since I started doing the dual streaming to YouTube, I have done nothing but paint Minotaurs. So if people were to come in on that and they'd be like, ah, yes, he paints Space Marines. I'm like, no, I technically paint like a lot of other shit. I've just been on a very weird hyper fascination this last month. I swear I'm a chaos painter. I swears it. Also, hello, Rastal Leon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? I do have some beakies, but I've not done anything with them in a while. Well, technically I got the Age of Darkness box and I've been painting loyalist sorry, not loyalist, traitor Death Guard. Now I did give them alternate helmets, so I really like the beaky helmets, but I just don't have any armies that have beakies on them. How you doing though? How you doing? How you doing? That's kind of more glazy than I would have liked on that side. All right, we got the energy sword. Yeah, I swear, Papa Nurgle, I swear it's not what it looks like. All right, I have a little bit. I do have. We'll do one, maybe like one or two little layers of yellow at the edge of this thing, and then I can get it glued on. All right, we got Uriel yellow, which is not a yellow I would recommend, but it's a yellow I have, and I don't have to reach over and grab it or anything. That's fine. I think it generally has a pretty thin consistency, so I think this will play with kind of what I'm wanting anyway. Yeah. I mean, I do technically I have like that yellow, like Imperial Fist contrast, which I do like, but I don't think it's going to be used for like the kind of painting I want to do tonight with that. No, I hate painting yellow too. I agree. I don't have any fully yellow armies, which is good for my like mental health. I feel your pain though. All right, let's see. Let's get a little bit of this and very, very careful. Also, Capitano Ghost, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, moment of truth. Okay, I'm trying to find that like right balance where I don't go too thick with the yellow, but also I want it to show up like a little bit. Oh god, yellow is such a pain. For people who are not in like mini painting spheres, yellow is a very thin and hard to work with color. So like you either you can it's very easy to fuck up by making it like too chunky or or it's just so thin that you have to layer it like a whole fucking bunch. I'm gonna try to keep it like right as possible, like right on the edge. I do not go any real farther than that. Yeah, contrast white over that. It is probably arguably for worse than white. Yeah, I could see that. Oh yeah, I've definitely there's definitely been armies where it's like I like a color scheme, I start painting it, I don't like how much of a pain it is, and I switch to another color scheme that I also like, but is way less of a pain. I did that with my Tyranids, and I still have not made a lot of Tyranid plots. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Also, I think when it will dry into, it'll kind of blend a bit better. I'm basically doing a very impromptu glaze on this power sword. So it's been an experience. Purple tone to keep my hair from getting yellow. Oh, yeah, that sounds aggravating if you're trying to like maintain as consistent a hair color. Especially something like that. Best of luck with that. Best of luck with that, because that sounds like a huge pain in the ass. I think if I just do like one layer of yellow like this, kind of like keep it like right at the edge and just don't go super farther than that. I think they'll be fine. Okay. Well, the thing is, like, yeah, Imperial Fist are kind of rough too. Yeah, which is funny because, like, for the fucking making them like the protagonists, like for the Horus Heresy stuff that Games Workshop has put out. Not that I feel like any newbie is getting into Horus Heresy. I feel like that's a pretty like I am an entrenched player kind of game, but I still find that very fun. You're like, yeah. Just paint Imperial Fist, you fucks. Just do that a whole bunch. Yeah, even this yellow, I'm kind of like, I don't know if this turned out really good. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is kind of a veteran thing, more or less, just like Warhammer 40k historicals, which I find it kind of funny that that's a niche that can exist, and it's thriving from what I understand, or like thriving enough anyway. Doing pretty good. There we go. This is more kind of the consistency I'm wanting. Fulgrim with those wings go. I really like the Fulgrim model, but that model was not designed by people who move models around. Like I have to imagine that that one just stays on a shelf and nobody will ever take it to any like location that is not their own home. Because that thing looks like it'll explode if you look at it. Like it's a beautiful fucking model. The Emperor's Unpainted Armor Colors Plat. I mean, there are gray Space Marine chapters. There are gray Space Marine chapters. Karkadons are kind of gray, but I think they're like a painted sort of gray. But I feel like there would be a way to do that. I mean, you could just put gloss paint on them then, and then you got the shine. Boom, there you go. Excellent. Imperial Fist was the victim for my malice effort. Nice. I did something similar. I have a Chaos Knight. Oh god, that's too watery. Fuck. I have a Chaos Knight that has a Lamenter that getting speared by its one of its like tentacle things, which is excellent. Oh, that's not. Oh, the consistency on that is not the way I liked it. Nope. I don't like that. Actually, if I could just go like that. I think overall this is definitely very impromptu and jank, but I don't really dislike it. Like I'm trying to see if I can show you guys like the grain is a little hard to capture in the camera. Maybe if I I have an idea. Let me try a thing. Let me try a thing real quick. Okay, I'm gonna bring it real close. There we go. Okay, this kind of shows some of the grainage I've done. I think overall is for like a power sword that I didn't like super plan out. I don't think that looks too bad. I could technically maybe do like a very thin wash to kind of bring the colors together a bit more, but it's probably fine as is. Now let's pull you back in. There we go. I do need to paint the little, what's it called? Like this little bit. Gotta be very, very careful. And especially on this back side. Can get a little bit more paint on there. The vein. It's kind of going, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Where's my black at? And where's my gunmetal at? Over here. Excellent. I showed him off a while back. It was kind of fun, but I had a plan for them in mind. Ah, get you. See. Get a little bit on this. Very careful. Very, very careful. Like, very careful to the point where I actually don't think I want to fuck with that. I don't think I want to fuck with that. I think I'm good. All right. Now, let's go back to the captain this is attached to. I think I spent probably more time focusing on getting this together than anything else with that. Excellent. You can sync Wendy, at least one of the wings, not Fulgrim. Oh, okay. That's all good. It's going relatively good. I got like a pretty impromptu power sword that I don't feel too bad about. First relative to freehanding. Ah, gotcha. God, I suck at freehanding. I'm not super good at freehanding. I would love to get better at it. I just don't really have the stuff. I've never really done the practice. See, the thing is, yeah, because I was gonna say the Fulcrum minis have aggravating wings, so that's why I was like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes total sense. All right, let me do a little, just like a tiny snip. Usually these like push fits, I kind of sometimes will clip to make it fit a bit easier. Sometimes that punishes me because sometimes they make it just long enough. What kind of paint am I using? Here, before I glue that on, I primarily use Vallejo paints. Like the red is Vallejo Burnt Red. The gold is, I do use the Games Workshop color. It's Citadel Warplock Bronze with a dry brush of a gold, which I use the Pro Acro Gold for that. But really, it's just any gold will work. The grays are Vallejo, like dark grays, dry brushed with a lighter gray, stuff like that. I primarily stick to Vallejo just because I like the dropper bottles much better. I want to try some AK Interactive stuff because I keep hearing nothing but good things about them. Especially, I know that the Grimdark Compendium has their own streaking grime, but they also have a lot of tutorials using the AK Interactive streaking grime, and I really want to try that out. I have not messed with enamels at all in mini painting. I would like to. All right, let's do. How is your arm? Like, what is? There we go. I think it's like that. I think this will glue you on. Hang on. Hang on there, buddy. Hang on there, buddy. You gotta fulfill my desire to get all of these guys at least glued onto their bases. They are, but also enamels let you do cool stuff with mineral spirits to like, or like, so what they do a lot of times for some stuff is like they'll take a layer of streaking grime, which is like an enamel paint. It goes on as kind of like a dingy yellow brown kind of dealio. And then when you do that, you let it dry a bit, and then you use a Q-tip with a mineral spirits, and you can wash that off of like the heightened areas, so it just stays in the recesses, but also still tints everything. So it's a cool way to do it. I need a little bit more glue. Hold on. Oh, the armpit guard thing. Oh yeah, yeah. I think like the little armpit shield kind of doodlies. I think that's what you're referring to. I'm not good at like military things or knowing things. There we go. It's a very cool technique. I do something similar. I do a lot of oil washing, because I enjoy that. Which is basically you take oil paints and you use a lot of mineral spirits to dilute them into a very nice wash, and then you kind of wash the mini, and then if there's too much or if it's pooling, you can take a Q-tip or a makeup brush, fill it with mineral spirits and dab it off. The benefit, as opposed to like a Nolan oil or whatever, which is good, like that's good stuff. Like Nolan oil is still pretty good. It dries a lot slower, so you can manipulate it a lot longer. And if you fuck up, you can just take that and just kind of like wipe it off. And it also will still kind of like very lightly tint everything. So it's like a good combo of features for that kind of dealio. All right, did I repaint your shoulder bits? I want to glue his other arm on too, just to kind of have as much arm glued before the end of the night. I made less progress tonight than I thought, but also still a good amount. So I'm very happy with how much stuff I did. Let's see. So yeah, I probably need to like touch up the guns. So basically, I think I need to do the guns. I need to do the purity seals. I need to do some bits and bobs. So this might be what I paint on Wednesday. I don't know. I don't know for certain. Let me see if I can cram this arm on there though. Get some glue on there. Excellent. Oh, I probably should wait till it's fully dried before I did this. That's fine. Let's go ahead and slip this bad boy on. There we go. That's supposed to be that high? Feels way too high. There we go. That's a bit more right. Excellent. Also, my barrels are a little shanked. This one, I think, got a particularly scuffed barrel that I might have to do something with. Bone murals for stuff. I mean, yes, I mean, for mini painting especially, it's very easy to get into the ecosystem of acrylics because, like, that's what you get. Like, the Warhammer stuff is like, get acrylics. All the other brands that get acrylics. Oils are cool, but you definitely have to kind of, like, learn that you can use them. And then, God, what's the, Oh, yes. It's, where am I going with this? Enamels. Enamels actually are nice because there are supported game lines. Like AK Interactive does love enamels. I think other people do too. And they kind of have their own quirks. They act similar to oils, and they kind of interact in the same way where it's like both can be kind of brushed off with a mineral spirits, little dabbing thing to kind of clean them up. As far as I can tell, the big difference between the two is that enamels are kind of the go-to pre-packaged solution. So like when I do oil washes, I have to hand mix those myself. I just have to mix them up myself if I want to get that going. Meanwhile, though, and so for oils, I have to do that. For enamels, though, you can pretty much just what's it called? You can pretty much just get like stuff pre-made, which sounds very handy. This guy, I think this guy's going to need a lot more touch-up as well. I get this like Let me get if I get this little bit in his inner arm, and then I just glue that on, then I'd no longer have little floppy desk little griblets, and then that would be nice. Let me get this little bit that if I glue this gun on, I will never be able to reach it again. I can feel it in my bones that I will never be able to reach that little crevice if I do not get it right now. You push my base painting skills before I shift medium. Well, the thing is, like, it's not like there's like a like, oh yes, I must go through this checklist to do things. If you think oils would be fun, do it. To a certain degree, certain oil techniques are also antithetical for like can you do oil paint non-metallic metals? Definitely, 100%. Is there a type of oil painting the way I like to do it that really doesn't work with non-metallic metals? Yeah. I mean, if you want to prioritize like your learning and training or whatnot, that's a totally valid approach. I'm just saying, don't feel pigeonholed to like become an expert of everything before you like learn to shift mediums, because that's honestly a lot of fun. Like I said, I myself have a hard time going back to not using oils, but I also admit that I definitely paint in a very grimy, textury, kind of dark and dirty style. I don't want to say I do the whole grim dark style, which I guess I kind of do, and I do like that style, but like it's not. I guess I don't like identify with, if that makes any sense. My anxiety. Yeah, no, I think that's an easy trap to fall into for like any sort of art stuff. Like I'm gonna be real for like, especially for like for people who are like, oh yes, I must master anatomy before I can fuck around because that's what the books say. If you think you would have more fun fucking around with anatomy and just doing whatever, do it. At the end of the day, you're doing this for you. You're doing this for you. So I think prioritizing your own interest and your own fun and your own like self desired journey is the way to go. But I can understand it's a hard thing to break out of, because I think a lot of times this kind of stuff is taught that there's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. Exactly. Sometimes it's fun just to dive in. Exactly. I need to make that a tube later. Goblin creature. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you just gotta draw a dumb little goblin creature. Or Master first want to speed abandoning his hobby. Oh yeah, that is something I've had to deal with. I have greatly found just like work on a project, feel good about it, like just get as much done as I can. If I fuck up, don't labor over it, move on to the next one. I know it's a little bit like, yes, consume all the models, but like if I fuck up, instead of just being like, oh god, I have to spend extra time and I don't like this and I'm not having fun, just fucking move on. At the end of the day, we're painting little goofy toy soldiers. Have fun with it, you know? Have fun with it. All right. Let's glue this arm on. How's this arm gonna fit in? Yes? No. It's got this peg that like I'm trying to like stick it in. I know you guys are gonna take this out of context, but it's like, okay, so this is the kind of desired position of that arm, I guess. Something like this. Yeah, the peg will not fit. The dry bit so it doesn't separate. Let's go separate. Don't do that. Don't separate. Guess Sophie mazed a bit because we all fish are mazed before buying more. Well, that's good then, because maybe my mindset is tainted because I have eyes bigger than my stomach in terms of like buying more minis. I have infinite projects forever, which that's also a lot of it too. It's like sometimes I want to bounce around to a different project, so I maybe giving this one my super, maybe if, instead of laboring over one, maybe I could get one as far as I feel I want to go, and I move on to the next. And at the end of the day, I'll have painted models, so hell yeah, there we go. All right. I have not have achieved. Same, honestly, though. That is impressive. I think that's the correct way to do it, but I am weak. I am absolutely too weak to have that mindset. Okay, real quick too, before I forget. I need to wrap up shortly, but if I get these like little back pieces, I think that'll get like the vast majority of the stuff. And I'll probably have to touch up these guys a little bit later and get some other shit. But I think like overall for 2.5 hours, I'm pretty happy with the way we went tonight. All right. So let's go ahead and wrap up for the evening. All right. Oh god, too far. All right, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and thank you all for coming. I had a lot of fun. Yes, I'm starting to stream over from scratch. What's up, Whiplash? How you doing? But yeah, I had a lot of fun. Thank you all for coming. Schedule wise, pretty much very similar to this week, but with some differences. On Tuesday, I'm going to be streaming Rogue Trader, which I think it'll work now. Wednesday, Necronica. I think I can announce the players at this point. It's going to be Bodega Rats, Peony the Possum, Primrose the Green Elf Lady, and Ecto the Rat, formerly deceased, which is going to be I think it'll be a fun crew for that. Thursday we'll be doing the Star Wars Holiday Special in the Discord, and then Saturday we will be doing some mini painting as usual. Sorry, Saturday will be Mass Effect 3. I'm sorry, Saturday will be Mass Effect 3. And on Sunday, we'll be doing some. Oh yeah, next week actually might be kind of low on mini painting. We did extra mini painting this week, so I think that'll be fine. We stocked up on mini paintings, so that ways we can mini paint later. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, I know who I want to raid. I know who I want to raid. Oh no, I think she's about. I was about to raid Maple because she's an elf and she's currently doing oil paints, but I think she is also about to raid based on my quick pop into her stream. So let me see who else be doing stuff tonight. You know, I know what I'll do. I haven't got to raid her for a while, and I feel like something cozy. When I feel like a cozy late night stream, I like to raid into Grimmy. Grimmy is a spooky horror VTuber lady. She's also very, very chill and very, very nice. So I find her streams relaxing. So I'm gonna send all of you nerds over there. Everybody be on your best behavior and whatnot. So like I said, I will see all of you on Tuesday, maybe? If not, definitely Wednesday. You should definitely be there for Wednesday. Wednesday will be cool. Not saying that my other streams aren't cool, but that will be objectively the coolest. So yeah. Bye-bye, nerds. Bye-bye, nerds. Bye-bye. Yeah.